What's up, chat? Aman ya? Hey. What up? Selamat sore semuanya. Update story dulu. Gue udah mulai gondrong lagi anjir. Sabar. Select stream. Ini refresh. Ntar kok chatnya nggak. Ntar mau upload story dulu chat. Chat disabled for this live stream. Nani kore. Ntar ya. Ntar ya. Nah, dan kelanjutan yang ditanya itu mulu. Nggak ada lanjut. Gimana mau lanjut kalau nggak pernah mulai, bro? Come on, man. Nggak ada lanjut. Gimana mau lanjut kalau nggak pernah mulai? Nggak ada. Udahlah, guys. Ini lagu yang cocok nih, bentar ya. Dikit doang mah nggak kenal lah ya. Yang tahu lagu ini baru ini lagu legend nih. Masa Nap cemburu lu main mabar sama KKC? Emang iya? We want 1v1 Heaven Seaside. Nggak usah dijelasin sampai intinya, gue juga udah tahu ini bahasa apa kerjaan Yanto tiap hari. Anjing! It might not be the right time. I might not be the right one. But there's something between us I want to say. Ntar kena copyright. Ntar kena copyright. Outcome that they want at the end. Ntar kena copyright. Emang Nap cemburu aku main sama KKC? What's up chat? Jangan lupa di like dulu. Jangan lupa like dulu chat. Like dulu chat. Lu balik jam berapa Ron? Semalam Ron? Enak nggak steak dari KKC itu ngomong doang kok, bercanda doang, itu nggak ada yang serius. Nggak ada yang serius. Jangan apa-apa tuh dianggap serius, bro. Come on, man. Mana nih Terea gue nih, udah mulai resah nih gue nih. Lah lagian kalau serius, Hi Yazid, welcome to the membership. W in the chat for Yazid. Hashbow, welcome to the membership. Thank you so much. Tapi kemarin dia bercanda beliin VP malah lu seriusin, kalau guanya emang serius, bro. Edops, welcome to the membership. Thank you so much. W in the chat. Kalau serius nice kan? Iya sih ya, anjing. Gue yang rugi dong kalau kayak gitu ya. Raihan, welcome to the membership. Thank you so much. Mampir ke live snap, males gua. Dia terakhir gua ajakin live stream, dia nggak mau. Dia malah nge-ghosting gue, jadi gue kayak, gue nggak ngehargain orang yang nggak ngehargain gue sih. Jadi kalau orang yang ngehargain gue masih mau ngehargain dia. Cuman kalau dia nggak ngehargain gue buat apa gitu loh. Raven, Answer, welcome to the membership. Thank you so much. W in the chat. Anjir. Ini Paul Asina yang main. Nyet nih Paul Asina nyet yang main, nyet jago nih. Paul Asina nih. Jago parah ini Paul Asina nih. Paul Asinanya yang mana? Yang ini nih berarti nih. Males. Gue udah dikecewain sama Nap sekali, gue udah nggak mau lagi sih. Jangan lupa like dulu chat. Titit. Iqbal Febriansyah, welcome to the membership. Thank you so much. Aku member 7 bulan, lu bangga nggak? Bangga banget. Gue bangga sama kalian semua yang udah member 1 bulan pun aja. Member yang baru gabung aja gue udah bangga banget. Kalian adalah orang-orang luar biasa yang udah gabung member di sini. Emang tadi live member bahas apa ya? Aku udah lupa. Aku udah lupa. Chat, aku udah lupa tadi bahas apa di members only. Aku udah lupa bahas apa tadi waktu members only. Tenten mainnya aneh banget, asli. Kalau itu emang beneran aneh sih. Itu pemain sih. Rijal, welcome to the membership. Thank you so much. Gak ada yang inget ya, gue juga lupa lagi. Lupa tadi bahas apa lupa. Rivaldo Chandra, welcome to the membership. Thank you so much. Cuma kalau dine in di mananya, Jing? Hah? Maksudnya? Lu nyari banget dine in, Ron? Lu lagi pengen banget dine in ya? Katanya Epen ada toilet yang ada sofanya, Ron. Epen tadi ngomong katanya ada toilet yang ada sofanya. Masa toilet ada sofanya? Toilet ada sofa, itu dia loh. Mahen, welcome to the membership, thank you so much. Difasilitasi, iya ya. Epen sama Yanto tahu tuh pasti tuh. Dia dewanya SCBD nyet. Soal SCBD udah tamat dia. SCBD Senopati udah tamat dia. Virus, welcome to the membership. Thank you so much.
Yeah, boy.
Banner lu di pojok bukan gue yang bikin itu mah. Gue mah bagian naro doang nyet. Bagian naro doang gue. Dikasihnya itu ya saya taro udah. Kalau gue ngambil es krim lu pada setuju nggak? Setuju ya? Tapi mager lagi. Kalian ngambil tere ada. Tapi untuk pertama kalinya gue ambil es krim dulu deh bentar dah. Ada. Aduh. Let's go chat. Let's go chat. Ada donate. Apalah daya RRQ tanpa telur. Dayanya besar banget.
We are back on the Sangam stage for our second match of the day. RRQ and Nongshim Red Force. Even though they have the Pacific Trophy, RRQ are not out of the woods just yet. They need to make their way to champions, and that means winning it all as perfectly as they possibly can. And we
Cuman pertandingan tadi doang yang di T1
has always been closing out matches definitively against specific teams. Can they hit a much faster stride today?
Yeah, they just beat the big brother of Korea in Genji, so now they're going to take on some of the little bros over at Nongshim. It's a matchup that historically actually hasn't gone well for them, but they need the win so much more today because they're only one-on-one in their group.
As you mentioned,
Oh, cuman T1 sama Zeta doang.
The team of Gen Zs, I believe, is Nongshim Red Force, and this team is determined to stand their ground. And
Pantes tadi gue kayak, kok ini kayak casternya tapi di studio yang biasa ya? Oh alah.
Built for tier 1 play and meant to stay on the stage.
Oh yeah, these are a fan favorite here in Korea, known for their explosive play style, and of course they have had RRQ's number in the past. I feel like this is a matchup that they do enjoy playing, that they feel good about, so I don't think they're going to be too phased by the fact RRQ have already defeated Genji, because I think they're going to trust their own read here and trust their own style.
Third time's a charm, right?
Could be.
I mean, it's gone that
Bisa
way
kayak
in the
begitu
past.
ya?
It could go this way again, especially since RRQ now, they did show that, you know, just a little on and off, and sure, they won against Genji, they lost against
Main
Global.
apa? Jangan main
RRQ
korot lah,
now,
please.
I'm seeing now that they're well rested, I hope to see that without the exhaustion of that first week, we're seeing a much better RRQ in peak form.
Yeah, I would agree. I think, honestly, that win against Genji is going to give them so much confidence. It's going to be a feel-good win for them. Now they've had some rest. They've had some more time to prepare. We know they've been cooking for a while after some lackluster results internationally. They've had more time to practice and come up with ideas, but now they're well-rested enough to execute those ideas well in the server and get back to playing their A game.
Yeah, that's the key. We know that the ceiling for this team is so high.
Oh, it wasn't you.
Yeah, no, it was Quack. It's always Quack.
Temo Sura, welcome to the membership. Thank you so much.
Shout today. I don't think that the predictions are as one-sided as this in terms of the odds and
I would agree.
Nongshim's chances of winning this series.
No, that's the thing. The predictions aren't like, oh, it's like 50-50. Sometimes it's like 10% and then it's 90% on one side, right? So it could go either way this time around. We've seen it go either way. We've seen it go to 42 rounds in one map also. We're not having that particular map in this rotation, but we're heading into Corrode first.
Yeah, RRQ starting out on the defense here, and there have been some changes. Jemkin is going to be on the Neon, going off of the Yoru. The first time you're not seeing Monyet
Jemkin Neon.
primary Neon here.
Monyet Omen. Jemkin Neon.
He's going to free up Crazy Guy to allow him to play that solo init fade.
Over on Nongshim, they are
Wallahi, we are
that
cooked!
deadlock that we know that they love so much. Danby on his signature Neon. Francis sticking to that Viper that we've seen a lot more from him. Like this composition from Nongshim seems to suit all of their players very, very well. They're optimizing for comfort here.
Well, it's not the Neon face-off that we were hyping up in the beginning, but it is a Neon face-off nonetheless. So I'm still very, very excited for this. We are heading
Wallahi, we are
our
cooked.
first map of the day as well, and this is an RQ again that is well rested, and we hope to be in peak form up against Nongshim that, of course, needs that second win to stay in the game. We're gonna toss it over to our casters, Achilles and Paperthin.
Alrighty, here we go. Second series of the day, and I mean, just talking about it, the Neon here for Jemkin. Not something that he has played much of at all in his career. This is going to be the fourth ever outing.
Yeah, it is pretty
Wallahi, we are
especially
cooked,
how
bro.
good Monyet's Neon usually is. I mean, we saw on Haven the last time they played Genji, it was a very, very strong. So kind of interesting to see this change up. Maybe they just didn't feel like the Yoru was able to get the rotations as quickly as they would like for the duelist role on this particular map. Felt like that was kind of a weakness against
gua ambil
the
Teria
only
gua,
time
aduh.
they've ever played it. Nongshim, you know, trying to
Nanti aja
limit
deh.
some things a little bit where they feel comfortable, where they feel like they can get
Nanggung
down.
anjing mau pistol round.
He has been stellar so far this stage as a duelist, and they're going to need more of that because obviously for Nongshim, you want to avoid that relegation if you can. Want to at least try to get into playoffs, and of course go a little bit further, but tons of work to do for Nongshim. This is a huge
Waduh,
match for them.
Jemkin Neon.
RRQ, you know, bounced back, got that big win against Genji, and they look right as rain. So tough matchup here for both teams in terms of, you know, what's on the line potentially. RRQ so much to prove after a disappointing run of things globally after their stage 2 win, or excuse me, stage 1 win. Danby getting a little bit of info, and this is a complete mid-hold from RRQ.
RQ menang udah aman kah? Harusnya ya jadi relatif lebih aman lah kalau lu menang. Bukan langsung auto aman sih.
On goes past, because she's just going to be tucking in behind this defender's Viper wall.
Oh gila, Vice main di sini sih.
Whoa! Guns down 3 with the classic. Catastrophic.
Way too easy.
To start off.
Way too easy.
Is now push forward. Don't have to worry about the thorn.
Sederhana banget, sederhana banget.
So much more to concern Nongshim here.
Sebelumnya yang main Vice siapa? Crazy Guy bukan sih? Sebelumnya yang main Vice siapa? Crazy Guy bukan? Apa Kush? Gue lupa dah. Apa David? David ya?
Tucking into the one corner, looking to try to get some damage in. Cannot do so. Kills not to be found. Monyet just down to 15. That's going to be the opening pistol.
Ntar gue ambil Terea dulu.
Well, just a great read from Gushy and even better shooting. I mean, yeah, they lined up for him a bit, but, you know, the classic there, you think maybe 1 or 2, but he finds the third. And that's just basically GG there. Love the way they're playing the retake as well for RRQ. Not giving those Sheriffs much chance to do any serious damage. That is ridiculous.
Yep, that is a buy the bundle play right there. As it even took a second peek from RB to be able to finish him off. A pretty devastating way to get into this one here. There's plenty of firepower now in the hands of RRQ. A Bucky here for Domby, not going to be surprising anybody. 3 Sheriffs as well, so it's a decent amount of firepower for themselves. Fight going to be considered, can hold that as the Thorns get popped. Fishy trying to scale forward, the sprint coming in, and there's the bite. Held on to wisely. Nami dead, smoke dropping, RB able to find one, Francis with another, but eventually they will get flushed out. So, tiny little bit of damage going to be dealt here. As Crazy Guy, I don't think he's going to be able to get there in time. So, 2 weapons going to be carried forward. Otherwise, RQ.
Ini udah nice, ini udah nice. Podcast sama Marlo ngakak banget, Son. Makanya jangan lupa nonton ya, nonton. FTV kapan? Apa sih? I don't have any FTV, bro.
And that really just stalled out that round. So that's a good read from RRQ. Good prep coming into that eco. And a little bit of just shots into the nether. Seeing if anybody from Nongshim was going to give him an opportunity to find a freebie. But actually, it's Francis going to take down Jemkin.
Does eat a shot, though, from the Outlaw. Down to 10. And flash out, confirming some presence. It's going to be a triple scale in towards mid. I'll be trying to avoid these shots.
That was the one player who could challenge that Outlaw. So well thought out by Nongshim in that regard. Monyet could have scooped it up, though. So that's still very dangerous now. Here in this bonus for RRQ.
Aduh, timing banget. Kabur pit.
If you had found Francis, would have been huge value. Bite will go ahead and delay. Looks like Cushy maybe considering a push down around the flank. Recon will go out. Relay bolt going to be avoided. Xfero.
Nice banget, Pit, nice banget, Pit.
Knocked off here by the wall. Persia trying to slide around the pack, and Prowler trying to make its way through, cannot do so. Xfero not going to be spotted. Should be able to read
Vice
the now.
actually makes sense
into the smoke, especially as that Sonic
makes sense
gets
banget,
cleared.
Vice di map ini sih make sense parah.
Francis unable to go ahead and try to hold that flank. Things are now falling apart as everyone loses their lives. Just Jemkin dead. The first casualty in the round. The only one suffered here for RRQ. They get a bonus conversion.
This is brilliantly played by Xfero. Just falling back immediately. Took the one shot, didn't try to greed for any extra kills. Bought a ton of time for the rotations.
Vice actually makes sense sih, karena
They are so ready.
Thornya itu kan apa namanya, bikin orang nggak bisa masuk ya. Kalau udah diinjek dibuka itu benar-benar nggak bisa gerak di choke point sih. Actually masuk akal sih sebenarnya si Vice ini di defend.
That Outlaw again gonna be available. And Francis going to try to challenge potentially, if he can get to it, full armor, but he's on the other side of the map.
Jemkin trying his luck again, this time against the
Spike down.
half/slash no armors.
Ah, kena
Be able to fire one.
grafnet
Crazy guy
anjing.
going to be hounded down though. Slide forward from Downby. The Bucky not in hand, but the Stinger will get the job done. He finds himself forward onto A, but the spike is cut off.
Nggak kena.
As shot not flying, but
Nice
they will
banget,
just go
nice
ahead
banget,
and
nice banget,
overwhelm
nice banget, nice
Ivy.
banget, nice banget.
Now, Nongshim, a rough position where once, similar to what we were seeing on Sunset the previous series, they have to fight their way out of the site to try to regain control over the spike. Smoke going forward, Jemkin missing a shot. And now leaves Moniette in a bit of a rough position, but Cushy is coming to the rescue. Swooping forward, finding Francis the bat out of the smoke. Downby with the scooped up
Apaan sih?
Phantom.
Kok jadi
Quickly finds
tolol
three,
sih?
and suddenly,
Masa kena
it
ikong ya?
looks
What
like
the
Nongshim might
fuck,
just be able
bro?
to let go of this. Xfero still alive. Noted on the flank thus far. Just chasing in behind them. Swing of the corner, Downby. The field of vision not going to be wide enough. Xfero continuing to scale forward, looking for the
30
jump.
seconds left.
Finds
One
it,
enemy
Downby dead.
remaining.
Persia, no help to speak of. Swings off
Ooh,
of the
nice
plant.
banget, nice
There you
banget.
go. A Red Bull clutches
Oh,
Xfero.
ya
Goes
Allah.
7-0 here on Corrode, guiding RRQ to a 4-0 start.
Man. This is
Hampir
such a
pisau
heartbreaking
momen
round
lagi,
for Nongshim.
anjing,
Dombey
anjing.
plays this so well.
Hampir
Gets
pisau
that
momen lagi,
initial kill
cok,
over
cok.
to A-Link and just puts on the afterburners in towards A. And that puts RQ in a really awkward position because they have a couple different angles that they have to worry about where the spike
Ini
is
map-
down.
ini map
Sure, they've got
sebenarnya
control of it.
Map dapet
Cushy
banget
kind of
nih.
gives away the,
Karena musuh nggak,
gives away the plan there.
karena biasanya nggak
Starts
pakai
spraying into that smoke.
sentinelnya.
But Dombey just hits a phenomenal.
Nih, karena musuhnya nggak pakai
Double.
senti kan.
Crazy
Basically
guy with that
deadlock
Odin.
lu bukan sentinel lah.
Takes some mid control there.
Ini map sebenarnya buat ngelerk enak
Anything
banget coy.
connected. But now you've got this A-Link control.
I think Dombey actually caught a glimpse there. Moniette, a bit of his head poked out of the smoke for just a brief moment. Able to back away.
Nice banget.
Looking for the relay bolt setup at Jemkin. They whipped with the outlaw in the previous, now has an operator. It's one hell of a shot. Gets a bit of damage. Persia watching the flank in through yard, but Xfero continues to deliver. 8-0 now.
Spike planted.
See if he's got some more here. Snake bite at Francis's feet.
Aduh, dia serodot
Wanted to try to
suka.
challenge it, and Xfero will still be able to find that kill before Ivy re-swings out of elbow.
Jamal itu yang main
They're
Jamal
gonna
sumpah.
take it down. Sonic sensor still set up there on the wall to try to get the
Yang main
catch.
Jamal itu
Jemkin
fix.
dialed
Fix
in
yang
on
main
the
Jamal
angle as the
sumpah.
seas gets dodged.
Sensor tripped. Throwing net.
Net lobbed in, catches on the 2. Trying to bait for the peak, nothing going to be spotted there. The tap, Jemkin watching for it, finding it, swings back, but
Ini
they know that there's
Si
not
Chong
enough
mau
time to try to
jongkok
get this
terus
one
nih.
done. Nongshim will get themselves on the board, but they suffer heavy losses to make it happen. The crazy guy does get taken down. Can't run as fast as the Neon, so a little bit of a added
Ini
little
kenapa TP
bonus
ke
for
situ?
them. Crucially, they find the round win.
Ini ngapain TP ke situ ya?
Actually, Crazy Guy, I think, had enough time to get out of there. He tucked into that back corner. I wasn't
Jongkok
sure if he just
mulu
misread the
anjing, copot
distance that
udah.
the spike was going to go off at. He also held at
Ngapain,
the edge of
anjing?
A, looking to see if there was going to be a chase by Ivy. He just kind of misjudged that a little bit, I suspect. But getting the op out of there is definitely nice. Having that Odin available, though, to clear some of that deadlock stuff. And, oh,
There's the pixel shown, and shot not going to connect. Pit now going to be thrown down here. Xfero looking to maintain control of B main. Trying to route them forward through mid-connector if they want to strike this site where they have to also contend with the Thorns.
this is an interesting spot that Francis has chosen to hide himself in, though. That might catch Xfero a bit off guard. He's right on the other edge.
Wants to try to catch him going on a little bit of an exploration. And then he does just that. Downbeat forward now.
Hyper speednya jelek ya.
Site relatively open for the Taken. Slowed up for a little bit. They wait out the Thorns. As you similarly have this tuck in here from Persia. Drop down, strikes, doesn't play it quietly, doesn't play it slow. Jemkin does manage to peek up over the top of stairs, finds the kill. But a 3v4 to try to get the retake, and now a pit. Nongshim realizing how important every single one of these rounds is going to be, but Cushy catches a glimpse, finds RB, and that might encourage RRQ to continue to try to go for this retake. Jemkin does have an overdrive behind this.
No escape.
No time nggak sih?
Time is starting to get away from them once again, though. Push forward the tap, the kill on the Cushy. As the Annihilation will find the grab. Jemkin just going to have to try to back away. We'll go ahead and sprint to the opposite side of the map. It's going to be Nongshim now finding a second round win.
Yeah, and that's going to give them a nice advantage in the economy. As the money is run dry a bit for RRQ. Yeah,
jangan lupa di-like dong, jangan lupa di-like.
Guy is some, but
Chat like dulu, chat like dulu,
outside of
chat.
that, Monyet down to 0
Tuhan
credits. There'll be
Yesus.
some sheriffs and other
Viper speednya jelek sih menurut
various
gue ini.
weapons. So nicely read there by Francis.
Agak gagun sih ya Viper
Immediately
speednya.
push through the outer edge of that Viper's pit to get
Bang
to the other
sekedar
side.
nanya kenapa
Catch
udah nggak
Xero
proklamasi
completely
pakai
off guard.
Tauda.
Nice annihilation there from Ivy. Just to make sure.
Ini masih dijajah.
Really well.
Belum
Really well thought out
proklamasi
by
ini.
Nongshim.
Masih dijajah.
Timeouts yet for RRQ. They're starting to find their moments. Starting to get a little bit of mid control. They're doing a great job at the links. It's a lot of Dombi, but he gets hit by the paranoia. Has to use the relay bolt.
He is still in there like swimwear, though. Sprinting forward, Persia. Some very nice shots. And takes down 2. Any hope of a Thrifty, any hope of this operator being able to carry them forward. Very quickly gets silenced. Francis will fall. But Jemkin now, his position's been given up. So he's just going to have to get settled on a line and try to keep his life intact.
We'll find the one on the Dombi. Repositions up towards the heaven window. Just going to hold the angle. I think now for Nongshim, it looks like they're content to just hold on to the rest of their guns. Just for now. Just checking in case.
Ada aja.
There's a world where he just sprinted.
Dot the I's, cross the T's, make sure that everything's going to be good here.
Oh, absolutely. And don't want to let that ninja diffuse go through. You never know.
I have to suspect that now, giving up 3 in a row after a very dominant start. There are RQ maybe considering a pump of the brakes here as they get ready to go into the next buy.
We'll see.
Okay.
So
They
far,
might be leaving
no.
it for now.
All right. Saw a judge there in Monyet's hands. Persia. Nice to see him step up for Nongshim. Was so good in their run to Ascension. He's been a little bit quiet at times.
Nice!
Ever since they qualified, and some laughs, some smiles. There's a
Ayo dong, please
Ivy
lah,
having a
korot lah. Come
good
on.
run of it here, 5 and 5. Some good rounds strung together. I mean, creating a ton of map pressure are Nongshim. Need to see a little bit more value there. How does some of this util?
Spot towards yard, but
Nice
no
banget
info
Jemkin.
here on
Udah dikejar
Jemkin's
Jemkin.
position. The
Wuh,
side
nice
forward.
banget,
Tommy
nice
cannot
banget, nice
find it
banget.
fast enough. Jemkin
Nice
able to
banget,
just
nice
go ahead,
banget.
Rescope, re-steady it.
That's the right idea.
Menurut
He
lu
got
kenapa
ahead of the
Rakil
relay
tetap
bolt.
nge-keep monyet, apa spesialnya dia nggak
Don't
tahu?
mind that at all.
Gue juga
Dombi
nggak
just couldn't
ngerti.
convert.
Gue juga nggak tahu.
Now,
Out aja out.
this is what
Tapi
sucks.
kayak
Is
kontol
that
aja ya
operator was
anjing.
locking down that A main
Tahu.
angle. And Monyet's just waiting.
Hello.
Ah, nice Cah.
Goodbye.
The plans here from Crazy Guy, so well thought out. Just piece by piece on the map. Everything just set up to ruin Nongshim's day. Throw a haunt there in the main just to check, but as we can see, Nongshim looks like they're already in save mode. Looks like this round is done.
What do you think it's like for
30 seconds left.
Chober to experience like this just weird mishmash of happiness and sorrow simultaneously?
Well, I mean, the problem is that the joy has never come when he's been supporting the team. So I don't know.
Hey, that's why I'm saying, like, it has to be that, like, finally. I believe them for so long. They're great.
He's like the anti-Sliggy.
God, my yeah, but it's curious. I think it should be studied.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely think we should be calling Seoul University up and getting that man hooked up.
I think maybe we should call a shaman.
Yeah.
This guy's cursed.
Yeah. Can we get that guy who blessed
exercises?
Paper Rex for Toronto?
That's right.
Is he available? How much does he cost, I wonder?
The Mandate of Heaven guy.
Yeah.
You give it a go.
Banter Neon
This is-
Cahya atau
They're going to
Jemkin?
keep the judge somewhat in the same spot. It's
Di
in
map
link.
ini buat menurut
Yeah,
gue
it's
ya
gonna
operator
keep him in that
Jemkin lebih
same
sakit
corner,
daripada operatornya Cahya, jelas.
See what the response is going to be from
Di map
Nongshim, how they're
apapun
gonna wanna
menurut gue
deal with it.
operatornya
This time there's a
Jemkin
prowler
lebih
there.
jago.
So trying to show a different look, trying to keep it hidden, but that clear that drone that quick.
They are very suspicious about Ivy's position here. So wall raised. Try to slot him back out into a safer spot. Here goes Dombi.
Astagfirullahaladzim, untung masih dapat. Nice banget. Nice banget.
Oh my
Nice
god.
banget, nice
That one
banget.
is just borderline unacceptable.
Tuhan
Great
Yesus!
Cushy?
Cushy guy.
Cushy guy?
Well, this has been a weird round. Persia with a nice shot. Able to find Jemkin before Jemkin can get things lined up. Wheels are coming off now. As this feels a bit more APAC. Monyet sliding forward. Shot to the face. Francis able to shrug off the majority of that damage, but Crazy Guy, quick peek, quick kill. Persia dead. Now the 1v1, the slide out, and Francis with a fast one will continue to keep things close.
That is a rare mistake from Cushy. He has been so good this year. You don't see that too often. Another great play from Xfero. This is switching into the snake bite. Dombi tries to go for the double down. Oh my god. Yeah, Pat, that honestly probably lost the round for RRQ too. If he gets that kill, they're able to maintain a lot more control of that space. That's brutal. Okay, drone set up here for Jemkin. He's trying to get the catch, but just barely fast enough. RB gets out of there. That was the spike too. Picked up. They're just turning up the tempo.
Able to escape, and now barreling forward. Ivy fighting one. Xfero flushed out. They're reading the tendencies quite well. So I think if you're RQ, I mean, Money is in a little bit of a wobbly spot. Playing a 3v5 into a retake with Deadlock util,
Aduh.
as well as a Hunter's Fury.
Yeah, I mean, and you do have some ults, but nowhere in a position to use them. So yeah, it looks like definitely a save. And this mid control
Yo.
really starting to hurt RRQ. And you can't get that value out of the Vice util because you're not able to maintain
Aduh, ya Allah,
your
anjir.
footing in mid, and so you can't get the walls, you can't get the Razor Vines to slow up this Nongshim team. So once they break through into a link, the rounds just get really chaotic, and you have to rely on really good shooting. So like, you know, Xfero is stepping up early, sure, he's had some good moments, but that's not a consistent recipe for success.
Sure.
You gotta find some different answers, and now I think finally we're gonna get that timeout. I assume.
Yeah.
I saw the clock stop, so I was like, please?
Timeout called. We'll just go ahead and try to slow things down as we hit 5-5. This becomes obviously increasingly worrisome as well, because Nongshim is starting on the attack. Yes, you know, often tend to be a bit more of an aggressive team, but they're going to have that deadlock as they pivot over to the defense, which can cause even more headaches here for the side of RRQ.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious what the response is going to be.
Ini kenapa
Mid-control
kameranya
has
ke
just
kiri
been
banget?
a real issue because you've been, a lot of it's
Ewoknya nggak
you've been
kelihatan, Jing.
sliding Jemkin over to some of the mains to try to put pressure on that part of the map, but then you're not able to reinforce mid effectively. And Nongshim is just grouping players up time and time again to overwhelm. And, you know, again, going back to the pistol that got shut down by Cushy's hidden position outside of stairs where he got a 3K. There's been a few moments here and there, but you know, 5 on an attacker side on Corrode, you got to be feeling pretty good about that. As Nongshim, you got to be feeling pretty good about your map picks so far. And as RRQ, you either need to, you know, double down on the mid control or play for, you know, retakes a bit more, especially with a Nightfall there, especially with an overdrive.
Neither?
Well,
let's stack A main. We'll see, though.
well, you
This
know,
could catch
that's
them off guard.
yeah. And it's kind of playing for retake, if it comes down to it.
Dan menurut lo RRQ
However,
kenapa
Kings,
masih keep
all of
Gus
them.
padahal
So now
Gus
they
nggak
know that
segantung
this is
Gus,
gonna be
kenapa
stacked.
nggak pick
Weapons
Sylvan aja?
Gonna be stolen away. Monyet trying to push forward. Hunter Spirit around the corner. And this is
Arby,
handed
what
to
did
Monyet
Dow
on a
doing?
silver platter. Counter swing in from Ivy. Is able to find
Oi!
one, but slide shot out. Jemkin takes his head off. He's chasing
Oi!
forward. And with the overdrive,
Jemkin
he's able to
neonnya
find
oke sekarang,
Francis.
ya.
This now leaves Persia. His own devices.
Jemkin neonnya oke sekarang.
Dealt with
Jemkin stay,
a
Jemkin
good
stay.
call at the end of the day here from RRQ. They get aggro.
Last round.
Get
Jemkin
themselves up to 6.
neonnya
Yeah, as
oke
soon
loh
as there's
sekarang. Loh.
contact, they let loose with the Steel Garden. And then Monyet just full steam ahead. And Hunter
Tapi
Spirit comes
Arby
out and
ini-
he's like, ooh,
Itu
thank you
juga
very
Dambi
much.
agak kocak sih
I am
menurut gue
so
sih.
ready for that.
Yeah. I think this call ends up coming through because RB's like, well, okay, I don't have my gun. Let's try to slow down this approach. But they're already so far out in front of it. And you can see the RQ fans watching from back home, feeling pretty damn good about that one.
Do have an annihilation for Ivy. It's going to be the big ult here for Nongshim. Nobody else really close to any of theirs. Monyet has his from the shadows. Nice
Flash
flash.
gonna be, oh, Hobbit. I mean, he was walled
Nice.
in, but elimination still going to be able to be
Kamu nggak
found
nobar sama
there
Kingdom nggak
as
dibayar?
Annihilation. To be sent if he bounces it here. I think he might be able to find him. Yes, he does. Xfero's going to be pulled
kena
through. The swing coming in. Monyet
anjing.
desperately trying to break his teammate out, but cannot. Dragged away to his demise. Player advantage now here in hand for Nongshim in the post plant. They're just going to have to try to face out of this one, but now
Kena
they know.
lagi aja through the
Found the
smoke-nya.
first, and Jemkin firing back.
Censored. No escape.
We know that they have him pinned in.
This is a beautiful post plant setup. Absolutely incredible from Nongshim.
Fast lane going to be sent, and Jemkin just not allowed to even try to start going, to try to scale forward. Monyet, I mean, it's backing away. He's going to try to, okay. Had the stats a little bit, comes up with 2. But it's going to be 6 and 6. Nicely balanced here at the half.
I love this from Nongshim. I mean, no fear. Go right back in. Get a good A hit here. A nice turn of the flash from Donby.
Aduh.
Even though everything's slowed up, Ivy pops his ult, gets the catch, set up the sonic sensors up towards A crane. That's locked down. Then everybody else could turn their attention towards Link. Use that extra gun advantage. Start just spraying through smokes. Really smart stuff. So that's a hell of a way to close out that half, 6 to 6. And you got to be feeling good about Nongshim's chances. Like you said, you got that deadlock for this defender side. You're going to have some creative stuff as RRQ, I think, to come back into this map and have a good run of it. Definitely doable. Look, I said that about RRQ
Shit,
when we were on
man.
Haven, when they were playing
Kenapa
Gen
jadi
G. I was
6-6
like, oh boy,
gini?
this isn't looking good. Because Gen G went 8 and 4 on their defender side, and then RRQ just stormed back. Oh!
Breaking through the sign.
That's sick. That's maybe one of the more creative signs I've ever seen. A punch, Nongshim punch.
Well, wanted to take a glimpse back at this one, and here's the concerning fact.
Okay.
Versus Global Esports, granted, there's some caveats to this.
Sure.
Just off the plane, just got back to Korea, immediately have to dive in.
Yeah,
Global, we're looking really hot on that first day. Only able to find 3 rounds on the attack.
Yep.
Here on Corrode.
Yep.
So that's where I'm a little bit worried. Granted, very different setups they're playing into. Global, they run the Sage, they run a double duelist.
And
here
this is
they are going to be playing in towards a little bit more defender-centric composition. Because I think that deadlock kind of replaces the safety.
2 round harusnya
Yeah,
kita
and a
menang tuh
different
tadi
duelist
anjing.
for RRQ. So
Yeah.
2
that
round
could
harusnya menang tadi. Anjing lah.
change the dynamic a little bit. We saw how good Donby was on this Neon and how he just is always creating problems. Now you need Jemkin to do something similar.
Jangan lupa di like, chat,
How did that shock
like
dart
dulu
go?
chat. Terakhir kita lawan Genji, attackernya sih menyala abangku ya.
Quite ready.
Persia trying to play off this trap here, but Ivy now going to be pinched as crazy guy.
Stay parah.
Maybe his
Ah,
turn to try to
reload.
find 3. No, Francis.
Please
Will
do
be able
not
to
throw,
shut
please
down.
do not
It's
throw,
the
please do
spike,
not
but
throw,
it's
please do
still
not throw,
a
please do
numbers
not throw.
advantage.
Please no throw,
As
please no
Francis
throw.
trying to jump shot.
Please no throw, please no
Flying
throw,
right
please
through
no
the
throw.
smoke,
Nice.
will eat a blind headshot out from Xvero. RQ, 2-2
Swan lo
in
di-tag sama
pistols.
si Swan lo. Hah? Di-tag apaan?
Closing out both here on Corrode. And it's the right round that they need, the right way to start off this half. Trying to find a victory on Nongshim's map pick.
Di-tag
For
apaan?
sure. Just got a little bit worried there. Knew there was going to be an opportunity. The backstab. Oh, crazy guy. Just tucked into that corner the whole time while the rest of the team is barreling their way through Link. Nicely thought. Nicely set up. Now you're going to have an outlaw again. There's no buy-up to speak of this time for Nongshim. No Bucky, no nothing. Jemkin just going to scale forward.
Gonna go for a crunch here. Bounce out. Jemkin gonna be taken
nice.
down. Monyet.
Nice banget,
Cushy
Jess.
trying to maintain this control.
Nice banget. Ah, wait.
It's already an immense amount of damage.
Please do not throw. Please do not throw.
4
I
bullets
repeat,
left here in
please
the
do not
Bulldog.
throw.
One in the Outlaw, I
Remember
believe.
objective. Remember objective.
Spike collected. And that's gonna leave RQ. No choice but to go to this B site. Push forward. Persia take a little scout around, but he is able to find a Bulldog at the end of it.
And he's coming from a weird angle. No vice wall to give you the info. This, well, but this tucked in position from RRQ. They're reading this really nicely, and the longer this takes, the easier it's going to be to figure out that Persia came all the way through their main.
Next from here, you don't have to be that concerned about the approach if it's through mid. Smoke gonna be cycled in. Snake bite thrown down. Persia eats a bit of damage. The drag across, however, able to find Xvero. Tucks back into the spike. Monyet with the reposition. Seems like this might have been heard. The drop down.
Ooh.
Oh, and Monyet living up to the name. It comes away with a third kill, and he can't escape. Even with a teleport, he doesn't get away. That's nothing saved. So as the dust settles, RQ, okay, yep, 2-0 start here in the second half. But it is a insanely high value eco round from Nongshim.
Yeah, I mean, love the call here from Nongshim to just challenge them in mid, just throw everything at them, see what happens. And they find a great response initially, especially to slow down Jemkin and RRQ. Great timing from Donby on that relay bolt. He's able to get out there and just make a meal of things. Big util dump.
Forward in front of the bite, Jemkin dead. Francis a little while, he's frantically jumping around as quickly as he possibly could. Scale forward from RB, looking for the quick transfer. Does put a good amount of damage down onto Cushy. As all these players trying to scale forward, very quickly noted and dealt with. Nongshim not going to allow for a bonus conversion, but given the weaponry, I don't really think RQ had much of a chance. So Nongshim now one away from tying us up once again. Ivy out in front, looking to get that annihilation online.
Yeah, I have to assume it's just that snake bite initially from Francis. You know, they try to TP alongside of the accelerated Jemkin, and that's nice stuff from Donby. But all it takes is that one snake bite. The rest of RRQ is just stuck at that door. They can't really scale off of that util dump the way they'd like. Just little things like that, just good protocols.
Okay.
Nice banget.
Jemkin dealing with the aggression here in mid.
Nice banget. Tunggu snack bite-nya keluar dah. Snack bite keluar, hit B enak dah.
Good sign as RQ tries to maintain this lead, not allow for Nongshim to tie it up.
Untung nggak di wallbang, cok itu kalau di wallbang mati.
Down low, pinned into the corner here by the snake bite. This person doesn't want to make a noise.
Ooh.
Cushy, crazy guy.
Nice banget.
Surprisingly, the ones to fall as Jemkin does manage to bring this back into a 3v3. Paranoia forward. Annihilation going to be sent. Grab on the one side forward. Jemkin trying to save him here, but now that is just going to be a GG go next on the rounds. Nongshim able to find it in the end, but it's just continued chaos here.
I mean, again, Nongshim is so good about changing up the timing of when they're going to hit you with these mid crunches. This time they give up a little bit of space to Jemkin. They kind of lull RRQ in a bit of a false sense of security. I mean, okay, Donby loses that, you know, that exchange this time.
Itu, aduh, mollynya
Then
kurang
they're just so diligent. Great stuff from RB, being patient with his util, getting that ping reveal, and you're kind of expecting that they're going to be trying to take Jemkin out, where Nongshim actually clears two other players. Stingers, some Sheriffs, just a classic for Monyet. So a weak buy for RRQ. They're trying to be the ones who are a little bit more patient this time. Nongshim sending RB out in front. Okay.
Trade, a little bit of damage. They would love to get the weapon, but so far forward here, top mid. Not looking to be very possible here for them. Barrier mesh now going to be sent through. Locks off this angle of approach. Crazy guy going to try to maybe open up something here.
Map kok gelut di mid. Emang harus gelut di mid ini. Lo harus ngambil midnya, ngambil A-nya susah, Cok.
So he's
ngambil B-nya kalau ada snakebite GG anjing. Jadi pengen nunggu snakebite-nya keluar di mid ini. Susah banget kalau snakebite-nya nggak keluar duluan. Boleh sih probing B. Cuman udah, ya kita lihat lah.
Gonna have to try to clear it. So again, Francis gonna be called upon. Still has the snakebite. So RRQ needs to make sure that this is well coordinated, but RB slid in.
There it is. There's a spot out.
Snakebite udah keluar.
Fight sent 22 seconds
now. 20 detik nih anjing Francis nunggu snakebite. Snakebite-nya keluar sabar banget, Cok.
The team here at lobby. Push forward coming in. Francis, yep, that 90-degree angle. It'll go down too quickly. Crazy guy trying to push forward. Does manage to find one. Finds another. He's got just enough time to be able to plant this.
Winnable.
Wow.
Winnable.
Spike now in play. And suddenly this is far closer than we could have anticipated.
Kelihatan lagi Crazy guy-nya. Di ulti nggak?
Wow. The Nightfall is committing for this. Confirms that it's only going to be one on that approach, but he has no idea where Ivy is at the moment. But Ivy very much the same. Does he think about it? Does he just send the net here? Yes, he does. Crazy guy now going to be pinned in. Now position is going to be confirmed. And oh boy. The sigh of relief can be breathed here.
Hampir banget, Cok.
There's every single round just teetering on an knive's edge, it would seem. That Nongshim take the lead now 9-8.
Yeah, I mean, that's, again, so well thought out by Nongshim. I love their protocols they have built into this map. Happy to challenge mid. Doesn't go amazing, just a trade, but you know, Francis plays this about as well as he can. It's just, Crazy guy gets the reveal and instantly just goes for it, knowing that the time is gonna run out on him anyway, might as well. And he's just able to catch them sleeping just enough. Jemkin's gonna have his ult. You have a steel garden for Cushy.
There comes the rush again. Side forward this time, Tomby. Winning the fight versus Jemkin. Crazy guy dropped. Moniette fighting back for one. Stems the tide a bit, but cannot really stop the bleeding. Find themselves a player down.
Oh,
that cuts off Cushy, so now he's gonna have to try to clear this one out just to be able to join in with the two other players here.
This is, oh boy. Trade's there, but yeah, I mean, yeah, you have your pit, but are you gonna be able to get in a spot to use it? Take some good shooting, especially look at this crossfire. Nongshim's got set up. You've got the sonic sensors. Give you a little bit of a heads up on the B site.
Got Francis jiggling, spotting, finding the kill, looking for the other. Ivy around the corner, swinging out just a little bit wider, but I don't think he's read that Xfero's gotten this far forward. Well, there it is. Makes for a quick adjustment. Xfero similarly not reading Ivy's position, so ends up falling to the wayside as Nongshim get up to double digits.
Yeah, it's 4 in a row now for Nongshim. Love the way they play this map. The aggression early. Again, get what you need. Don't overcommit too much. Throw up that wall in mid. Reestablish control of that space. Get this crossfire going. Really well thought out. They are just so ready at every twist and turn. Yeah, gotta take another timeout. Nongshim hasn't even burned one. Very happy with what they've been seeing. And I don't know, RRQ, how are you gonna deal with this? You know, are you gonna have some answers for some of these crunch plays that Nongshim's dialing up in mid? You gonna be able to take some control of A-Link a little bit more, B-Link? And every time you've tried, you've been thwarted. Now you try to go towards the mains a little bit, you're thwarted there. So maybe looking for a little more patience at the beginning of the rounds for RRQ. Maybe intentionally give up a little bit of space to see if you can bait a reaction.
Dongo nih caranya sebelum perangin mid semua trap dimatiin dulu, sneak bite keluar dulu baru perang mid. Kalau nggak gitu mereka pede perang mid lah.
Wow.
Ya bro.
Yeah.
Okay bro.
Sorry about the weather.
I mean, I imagine, in Canada, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
In Egypt, it's probably just as hot.
Probably just as hot. That's a good point. I'm more just trying to make the Canadians feel welcome, you know? Apologize. Well, okay, so this is the A-Link kind of play I was curious about, but Nongshim is just giving up this space. They're going to be the ones trying to play for retake.
There, the Prowler. Overdrive is delivering. Overdone as Nongshim get cooked. Huge round as Ivy now. This man to get the turn to take down Cushy will stop it from being a flawless. Francis now needing to do absolutely everything and cannot make it happen. It's a decent little go of it, but in the end, RQ, little half by, ends up working a treat for them. One away from trying to tie this up.
Yeah. I really like the timeout here from RRQ. Obviously, you have the ult from Jemkin. You're going to rely on him to be effective with it, and he is, as usual. A little bit of help from some util. They try to swing off of their own. And he's just there with the lightning fingers. Francis,
Chest tuh
for
ya.
a moment, makes you
Kali dia dapat momen dia nembak jelek.
Dia
mainnya langsung jelek,
fourth, but it's more about the link control there.
Sumpah.
More about pressuring
Dia
different
lagi
parts of the
jago-jago
map.
nih. Kali momen dia tolol banget. Abis itu dia tolol terus.
If you can get that snake bite out of the round early, then you could pivot towards the other sides of the map.
Lu bayangin.
Have a little bit
Sebelum
more
dia
comfort
nembak,
to re-wrap back over to
sebelum
B
dia
if you need
nge-wave
to.
parah itu.
See if they can get something.
Udah, boleh stop
exactly
nggak?
what
Boleh
I think
stop
they're
nggak
doing.
spammingnya?
I
Boleh stop
love
nggak?
this. I love this.
I mean, it's still a
Sebelum
lot.
dia ada momen nge-wave kayak gitu,
Okay, TP
dia
into
jago
the back
banget
line,
banget kan.
arriving.
Begitu dia
Persia
nge-wave sekali
hold
kayak
down
orang tolol,
main.
udah nembaknya kayak orang tolol.
Finds one traded, stun coming through. Xfero trapped. Ivy, however, doesn't really want to push the wall, but he finds it great timing right as Xfero tries to go for the net removal. Pings are coming down. They're reading Monyet's position incredibly well. You can hear the audio bait trying to make it work, and I think Ivy might have had his eyes up on the minimap there. As Monyet finds one, but Dombey counter swinging forward. Catches him off guard similarly.
Now they're going to maybe try to go back in, try to get the spike through over on the left-hand side door. Or are they going to just try to push through a link?
Seconds left.
Got to win this battle pretty cleanly here. Oh,
The timing here from RB. Backing away, now re-peeking, snapping, however, to find Crazy Guy. There's no ambiguity anymore. Neon's parallel to one another, sprinting across onto the B side. The plant getting ready to come through.
Spike planted.
Here underneath of tower, Jemkin to try to clutch it out, but the timing is not on his side. Downbeat from above keeps Nongshim in the lead, now 2 rounds away.
Anjing Dambinya bikin suara turun nggak? Gila banget.
Yeah, I like the ideas initially by RRQ in the macro, but then they try to make kind of a weird play with Monyet going for the TP. The real issue,
dia lari ngedrop turun terus naik lagi nggak?
Sonic sensor at the front of the door, and Ivy, that creates a contain onto Monyet, so his flank angle isn't really effective. Then you're scrambling to try to figure out a way to get to the other side of the map. It's just a tough situation to read there for Jemkin, and Dombey plays it really well. Fakes the footsteps like he's going back in towards elbow or towards the arches, and instead just stuck around.
Dengan doa kepada semua Tuhan alam semesta ini, semoga RRQ kalah biar Wilson nangis. Amin.
Just one of the best neons around.
Amin. Kalah aja udah kalah.
So smart.
He damn well better be how much he plays it.
True. It's true.
Quick clear of this barrier mesh. Ivy having the backpedal the Prowler, chasing forward. Net not going to find a catch. Paranoia, however, catches onto a couple of them. The push forward. The Hunter Sphere kind of obfuscating there is Persia. Just can take it down. Good amount of damage, though. I mean, everyone in tatters on the side of RQ, but there's still the ones profiting here, still coming out on top. A 2v5 to try to get up the map point.
Should save.
Absolutely should, but at the same time, you're going to have the consideration as the calls come in. Like, all of them are wrecked. Everyone destroyed. They're all so low.
I know. It's one of those just. If it's ranked, you go for it.
Oh, I mean, if you're ranked, your teammate's not even hearing you call out that they're one shot.
That's true.
They have everybody else muted.
That's true.
Just listening to whatever music and not commenting at all.
That was.
And then when they die to a flank that you called, they go, "What the hell?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you let me know?" I'm like,
I said it. Yeah. How's that K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack treating you that you're listening to instead of your teammates, huh? Yeah.
this is weird because every time you mention this, I feel like the old person.
It's not bad.
You've watched it,
Yeah.
and I still don't really know much about it
I mean,
at all.
it's solid. You still haven't watched Andor, have you?
Nope.
You're dead to me.
Where's the nice
Was I
cream,
ever
bro?
alive to you?
Where's
No.
the energy?
That's it.
We just
There
won
you
a
go.
flawless round.
Can't try to dangle that over my head. Not gonna be having that.
That's true.
Oh
no.
my
What?
God!
What?
Hello, Munyet? Oh, he has just bailed him out.
What a TP.
I think Chimki was out the 2 because of the decay. He's
Oh, the
still gonna
timing.
get him out, but my goodness, Munyet just goes for the crazy play.
Oh my God. What anticipation. Expecting that there was going to be that crunch from Nongshim, and they had an answer this time. Awesome stuff.
Spike planted.
This is
Aduh, udah nyelip masuk lagi.
scary for Nongshim.
Oh, nice banget, Chong.
Just can't even try to find that opener. Even if he had, counter swing out from tower could have come through. What a play from Munyet. Need to see it back on the replay. Absolutely saves this round from the outset.
I mean, my assumption is that Jemkin's just bait the whole time. He's just running out there, and it's all to set up that TP. Ivy. Whoa, I thought for a second he was going to get it, but X-Row turns and gets it. Yeah, that should be the save here for Persia. Yeah, some of these rounds just, it all comes down to just who can out-execute who. Who's going to guess a little bit better.
Oh
no.
Rafi Priyanto, welcome to the membership. Thank you so much.
6 health, taking that fight. And in flawless fashion, RQ tie it up 11-11. Nongshim, do they pump the brakes here? They still have 2 timeouts.
I think they should.
You know, look back at this. I mean, he's just out there.
Just really just an unexpected, maneuver that Munyet pulls off. You've never seen anything like that. Probably, I don't think they ever did it against GE that I remember.
So timeout.
Oh boy.
Well,
Please, 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 please,
the opportunity to try to do it
Please,
against
please,
GE.
please.
Well, that's fair.
Clear the drone, a reposition here from Cushy.
Look at the deadlock util over on A.
Oh, it's just a dump. This is a landfill of deadlock util.
See what they want to do around this. They clear it and maybe just look for a reaction. Still have the sonic sensors to worry about, and Ivy's done a great job playing off of those.
Okay.
It has the annihilation too.
But trying to go for it in this position, you're likely to just have somebody get spammed out.
Right.
So you might grab him for a second, but unless you can counter spam somebody, I'm not sure if it's going to be as valuable as you want.
Nightfall's going to be annoying. Jemkin's so weak already. Down to 11 HP off of that spam battle. Crazy guy has to be, is he just going to try to sell the fake off of this? Oh, it's a crunch in towards Link, pretend? Yeah.
Okay,
Nice
grab
banget.
does come through. Crazy guy.
Gila, Crazy Guy jadi
forward here
tumbal, Cok.
towards his demise, and will end up dying.
Dia jadi tumbal, Cok,
Spray.
biar
Trying to clear him
di
out.
annihilation-nya
Just going to give
kenanya ke
position
dia,
here
anjing.
over to the remainder of the players. Relay bolt
Real
bounce
jadi
out
tumbal,
into the
Cok.
corner. Stops the plant. As France is now getting closer and closer. Finds the first, looks for the second Sparrow.
Aduh.
Cannot make it happen. Dami just getting on top of him there a bit faster than he could anticipate. Nongshim get themselves up to map point. Given how this has been going these last couple rounds, RRQ could absolutely still take this in OT.
That's true. Nice little reveal there, but that's a gamble and a half from Crazy Guy. Trying to sell a little bit of a different direction where the pressure's coming from with the Nightfall. And with Jemkin only at 11 HP, that's what makes that so challenging. You think maybe you can get there. He knows he's going to get hit by the Annihilation. He knows that Ivy's there.
Outlaw. These Neons, one away from the overdrive. You said Outlaw, still there. 2 players susceptible. There's Cushy. Ooh. Shot's not going to be found, but they don't find too much damage back
like
on him.
Bludong,
He
like
does have a Phantom
Bludong.
behind this as well. Swaps over to that.
And that's going to get a late wall out. Nothing going on over at A main, and Nongshim wants to shore up the defenses here again. Do you have a plan to deal with Ivy? He's repositioned the sonic sensors this time too.
Playing overall the same spot though. So they're not going to be spamming the box for now, so not going to find that early chip damage that they had gotten in the previous round.
I'll find you.
Haunt goes into the mid, but nothing going to be spotted there.
Thing is if Jemkin just goes right up the gut.
Spot up from Persia. It's the
Hit.
sonic sensor, now the send. They're all lined up! Ivy and RP absolutely massacring them. It's Monyet trying frantically to make something happen, but that's going to be Crazy Guy by himself put down. 13-11. Rocky start here from Nongshim, but they find their footing. And they close out their map pick of Corrode.
Yeah, these are some great rounds at the end by Ivy. Love these setups and just reads how they're going to want to get this overdrive into play so nicely, and him and RB just slaughter RRQ. God, I love the way they play this map sometimes. Yeah, RRQ, some good punches, some good ideas, but that deadlock util becomes such a nuisance, and Francis did a great job early on Viper shutting some things down.
Well, when it's so stacked up like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like Ivy's just playing Orcs Must Die. Like, he's just got all these traps set up, and as they just come through, they're just getting absolutely chewed to pieces by all the different util.
Oh, don't show me this again.
I mean, yeah, that was... It was bad.
Yeah.
Setuju.
That was a...
Kencing dulu, chat.
Yeah.
Couldn't really finesse that one.
No.
But this was a lot of back and forth, and honestly, I'm very shocked that Nongshim just didn't call a timeout. I would have thought that the coaching staff was going to get so worried, you know, as that run back was coming through, but they kind of just trusted in the team, and they were able to get it done.
Yeah, no, that is crazy, right? Like, you know, sometimes, though, as a coach, you might hear the comms from your team and think, well, they're saying what I'm going to say anyway, so.
True. Could be the case. Don't have the insights that they do. Either way, the trust, it ended up paying off. So we're going to go ahead and send this back to the analyst desk because that was a chaotic map, and there's plenty to talk about.
Well, we knew this was going to be chaotic. It's RQ and Nongshim after all, and this first map definitely delivered. It was so back and forth, especially in those last few rounds, but eventually Nongshim takes the dub here in Corrode.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you had both teams playing Viper, both teams playing the Neon. Things can get a little bit chaotic there. Yeah. You know, you got your Viper walls, you're popping through them, the Neons are running around everywhere. Honestly, this game could have gone either way, but you got to give credit to Nongshim. A couple of beautiful util combos closed out the game at the end of things, and it's great to see a deadlock meta coming to fruition. Ivy's been playing this agent for ages. Like, even going back to last year before it was meta, they kind of turned a lot of people's heads playing that on Bind.
Yeah, I mean, he's so comfortable on that agent. That's why it's such a good fit. He was getting reps in before it was good, like you say. So it's very, very natural for him. Now it's even stronger having those multiple grab nets around. You can tell he's really managing to maximize the value of his utility. Ivy, of course, at the top there on Nongshim. Jemkin on that Neon. He was there on the other side. 6 first kills from him. He was putting in a shift, trying his best there.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the only times he's played Neon. He hasn't played it very much at all. He hasn't played it at all this year. 6 first kills. Honestly, I thought it was a good accounting of himself. And I have to say as well, Monyet continues to have good form. He's had some absolute stinkers on the Omen lately, but this game, he was also quite good. They were definitely... I don't feel like anybody's individual performance is the reason why RRQ lost this game. In fact, for both teams, I think everybody performed about how I expected outside of maybe Dampy. I could have seen Dampy get some more multi-frags. He had a couple of pretty uncharacteristic whiffs, as did Kushi, unfortunately, which we had to relive that one in the highlights. So look,
I'm
dukungnya
pretty
Geek
sure
Fam sekarang.
he's reliving that as well. But yes, put it aside. So that's another map to play.
Yeah.
But it's good you pointed that out, because like performance-wise, RQ, it looks like they should have won this. But yet, it still goes over to Nongshim. And I feel like there was still a lot of that hesitation from RQ. You know, you could hear them here in the on stage, right?
Yeah.
When they were taking way too much time.
Yeah.
You know, they had that window to push in, but they were still discussing on what to do, who's going to rotate and whatnot. You can't do that against a team like Nongshim.
Yeah, I mean, this seems to be the
Geek apa
duality of
Evos?
Nongshim at the moment, where we know that their potential is sky.
Can actually like you
Anjing. Crazy guy dongo, setuju, semuanya setuju. Sekarang kita open semua saran, kita terima semuanya. Kita sekarang terima semua saran, semua kritik kita terima sekarang, akan langsung kita lakukan besok. Setuju. Aduh, 2 round harusnya kita menang, Cok. Itu anjing, map ini harusnya menang. Emang bos gue lagi pusing dia.
Cobaan. Aneh juga. 3-4. Ah, gila guys.
Saat ini kalau selama
11-0.
ya assassin play dia dari kemarin sudah memperlihatkan hal-hal yang luar biasa.
TNG.
Need to call a timeout because the reason you lost the round wasn't something that you can adjust. You could get unlucky. You know, you can see various rounds play out in a certain fashion, and then your player says after the round is lost, they go, "Oh, I screwed this up," or "I need to make this adjustment," and that's what you thought. So it becomes unnecessary because you're basically giving it's a double-edged sword. You're giving your opponent more time to prepare when they've already used their own timeouts.
Yeah. Right, and maybe it's sometimes you don't want to disturb what the players are getting into, that certain flow state, because that can also be an interruption, right?
Kita Yoru
But
Iso
we
cok,
are
udah
going
sumpah
to
Yoru
Haven,
Iso.
as we said, and
Yoru Iso kita
RQ
jago,
has
Jing.
played this very recently.
Yes.
Are we going to expect RQ to take this, or
Lu
is
pengen
Nongshim
pempek dah.
riding under?
Been a very
Setuju
good
nggak
map
sih, Chat,
for
kalau
RQ.
pempek?
Recently, we've seen them move over from the ISO Yoru to the Neon Yoru. Monyet on the Neon, he had a fantastic performance against Genji just the other day. Really carried them across the line to that win. For Nongshim, one of the last times that they played Haven, it was actually Francis playing Neon and Danby playing Breach.
Yeah.
That was this map.
I forgot that existed.
If they load into the server with those roles, respect. I cannot wait to watch.
When was this? Refresh our memories.
This was like between stages. This was not the city.
Okay. So they do have that
Yeah.
in their pocket. I
They won against DRX playing those roles.
So
Mana ya,
they do
pempek yang
have
enak
that
ya?
successfully in their pockets. Are they going to bring it out against RQ?
God, I hope not.
I
God, I
highly
hope
doubt it. I highly doubt it. Do you think we're getting Jemkin versus Dambi once again on the Neon? Are we going to see Monye take
No,
this?
it should be Monye. If RRQ don't make any changes, Monye is playing the Neon on this map. I think we would kind of expect to see Dambi on the Neon here. I feel like it does fit the map. We've seen it from these other teams. So I'm hoping for the Dambi versus Monye head-to-head.
Yeah.
But I will say, Jimkin seemed to get the better of him in that last map,
Yeah.
even though Nongshim managed to win.
Yeah, for sure. There were a lot of highlights in Jemkin, but again, it's that problem with RRQ. It's like everything is going great, but why? Why can't they take the dub? We're gonna see if they do just that on Haven, especially since they do need these wins. Once again, they've gone up against Nongshim so many times. Do they finally
Ayolah,
win this
please
time around?
lah.
We're bringing up our
Wah,
agents
Euro
right now.
Neon lagi, Cing.
So, what do you guys think?
Yeah,
Euro
look at
Neon
RRQ,
lagi.
no changes there. Monye once again on the Neon, and he had a pretty good game on the Omen, so I could see another Monye pop off on the Neon, and that is that
Door aja, door,
Monye
door.
versus
Orot nih,
Dambi
you
Neon
have-
head-to-head that we were looking towards.
Yeah,
You have
Nongshim
my
bringing out a new
permission.
comp. They're throwing it over to Gen G. Seems to be getting more and more popular here in Korea with Francis on that Viper.
Does he,
Well,
he hasn't played anything else? Has
You
he
have
played
my
for
permission.
ages
they
yet?
seem to just be locking him into this role right now.
Bro
Which
thinks
is
he's Munchkin out here. What are you doing, brother?
Some Munchkin cosplay. Well, I'm excited to see it.
Ayo dong,
He seems
ayo
to
dong,
be
please,
improving
please,
more
please.
and more with every match that passes. But we'll see if RQ can make their comeback here on Haven, or if this goes the way of Nongshim. We're passing it over to our casters, Achilles and Paperthin.
Thank you very much. Here we go. RQ needing to extend this to a third and final map if they want to walk away with the win. But we've been talking about it, the best was talking about it, how important of a victory this could be for Nongshim. That team that is looking to try to get themselves into the playoffs, avoid that relegation. At the very least, have an opportunity to defend their spot here in Pacific over
Wah gila,
at
pistol round kita
Ascension.
sekarang kedua, Chat. Naik,
We'll see if they're going to
kita
be able
tadi
to do
menang
it. As
pistol.
they are just going to be busting out
Dua-duanya menang
the
pistol anjing,
Gen G
kalah, Cok.
style here.
Yeah, for sure. Really love this composition usually, but obviously something RRQ would be fairly comfortable going up against. Big ol' execute, nobody home. So it's a free plant.
Wahyu, welcome to the membership.
RQ
Thank you so
looking
much.
to set up a retake. Do have a lot of util though. Got that paranoia, got a flash, got a relay bolt.
Turn around the back as well to watch. So flank about to be noted. There you go, and a couple gunshots as well going to be heard. As Jimkin had eaten a bit of damage. Down to 82, relay bolt going to be sent flying.
Oh, nice
Manya
job.
able to find one. Ivy dropped.
Aduh,
She's gonna be
dikit
stunned up,
lagi.
overwhelmed. Persia comes away with that kill, but Manya finds
Ya,
the second.
reload.
Trying to go for the
Reload
reload.
terus
Francis
nge-swing.
able to find him
Reload
there,
terus
back flat.
nge-swing.
Quick
Reload
little
kok terus
jumping around
nge-swing.
the corner.
Winnable banget, please,
Tries
please.
to take down Crazy Guy. They now need to try to go for the stick. Sparrow cannot make it happen. It is a monstrous round from Francis. They're talking about trying to go for that Munchkin style. Well, multi-fragging the pistol rounds. That seems like Munchkin to me.
Yeah, it's not a ghost, but it's good enough with the classic. That is beautiful stuff from Nongshim. The retake set up pretty nicely, but they can't clear back well enough. The slide out there into open space, nobody to cover, nobody to trade for RRQ. That's a really nice quick push out into C-Link as well for the side of Nongshim to make sure that that extra angle not going to be able to be created. It's dealt with really quickly, and that allows them to just turn their attention back on towards the site. Wasn't sure if
Marshall and an outlaw.
Crazy Guy was going to keep pushing up there.
From the check in. Sparrow not going to get blind tagged by it here, as Crazy Guy does slide back down through sewer. Oh, looks to try to slide across and does manage to escape before the outlaw can get on the line.
Just trying to get
Emang
info.
David tadi ngapain, Chat?
But
Gue
Nongshim
gak merhatiin lagi.
just playing it so close to the vest.
Kepala gue nonton tim ini.
They haven't given up a darn thing. They're trying to figure out where the stack of RRQ is. So the good news for RRQ is you also have kind of hidden where everything is, but they changed directions again.
Yeah, now wrapping in towards B, a chance to pivot towards that C site should they need to. Sparrow similarly just Sliding back. Nano forcing him even further away, so can't even try to go for any spam here at the moment. Try to get a little bit of exit damage there, but Dombi is a bit faster with a significantly better weapon. Catches him in the head, so kill comes across RQ. Given that there is no movement, Widely just going to sit back and wait to die to the spike.
Yep. Good stuff from Nongshim. Good read there with not a ton of information. They could get the B plant down pretty safely. Going hunting though.
I mean, Downby with the ghost, might as well.
Yep.
Call-nya si Kong badut banget, stack di E ngapain? Kenapa salah stack di A Iko round anjing? Gak ada salahnya, salahnya di mana? Jelaskan ke gua salahnya di mana stack A. Apa salahnya stack A? Iko round. Jelaskan ke gua salahnya di mana?
Not bad at all. So far so good for Nongshim, making some good reads.
Kalau lu bisa ngejelasin ke gua salahnya di mana, gue setuju sama lu. Tapi kalau lu nggak tahu salahnya di mana, apa salahnya? Jelasin salahnya di mana.
Some of that magic going from Monyet. He was
Apa salahnya?
devastating on the defender side on that Neon. Now you're going up against a very different play style. And the way Nongshim pilots that Neon, they're happy to just go.
Speaking of which, still going to be suspecting that perhaps Xfero is alone here on this side of the map. Monyet, let me take it down. Xfero able to hold his own into one. Jemkin now joining in the fray. Does find Francis. And right now, looking damn good here for RQ. RB now last one standing. Will falls. Xfero at plat. Finds the kill. Quickly dispatching the enemy team. RQ will play the anti-bonus out relatively cleanly.
Yeah, pretty good there. Getting some good info from Xfero, staying tucked in next to that box. And Nongshim trying to find some answers, but nice opener from Ivy. After that, TP forward by Persia.
Hey bro, ini VCT. Lu Iko bukan alasan lu boleh ngebuang round. Lagi Iko, apa salahnya buat fight? Si Kong call-nya ngepasrahin Iko gitu lawak. Goblok, goblok.
Moved much quicker. So RB with just a Guardian.
Nggak, ini orang beneran
full automatic rifle coming into this round.
Goblok banget, sumpah. Goblok banget.
Everybody else, Vandals and Phantoms.
Goblok banget, goblok banget. Gue respect akan ketololan lu sih, sumpah. Gue nggak tahu ini rage bait atau enggak. Cuman kalau lu beneran, gue respect sama kebodohan lu, sumpah nggak bohong gue. Gue respect sama kebodohan lu. Dari cara dia ngetik ya. Dari cara dia ngetik, dari tanda bacanya aja gue ngerasa nih orang serius. Dia ngerasa opini dia tuh bagus. Bodoh banget anjing, gue respect sih sama bodohnya lu, gue respect banget sih. Gue respect sih sama bodohnya lu sih, gue respect sih. Mana ya, gimana sih caranya ngepin? Pengen gue pin dah. How do you pin this chat?
I can't believe that.
This is wild. Jemkin, however, re-explore down mid, finding one. Francis trying to be the opener, trying to find something here. As this is...
Stop copy pasta, chat. Stop copy pasta. Ini VCT. Bentar, ini VCT. Harusnya dalam keadaan Iko ya jadiin thrifty lah. Penatik sama Peprex aja sering thrifty. Mereka sering thrifty karena mereka stack side kentot.
I mean, just Nongshim just trying to answer quickly to the responses.
Itu karena
from
mereka
RQ,
stack side.
Too much pressure.
Kalau attack baru try, kalau defense ya stack side lah. Goblok banget. Menurut lu mereka menang waktu lagi Iko karena apa? Karena mereka stack gamble. Pas nge-hit side-nya ke stack yang bener. Kalau lagi attack baru di-try. Goblok. Logika lu tuh gak nyampe. Logika lu tuh gak nyampe. Lagi Iko nih. Kita semua pakai pistol. Kita main default 2-1-2. Namain 2-1-2 ya. Namain 2-1-2. Kalau digempur side-nya, kita nggak punya util, kita nggak punya apa, pakai pistolnya mati lah. Pakai senjata aja masih kalah, apalagi pistol. Cuma 2 orang di side. Ya stack gamble aja salah satu dengan harapan semoga di hit side-nya. Bego banget. Bego banget, sumpah. Lu punya temen gak sih? Kalau punya temen, temenan sama yang pinter lah.
Nice pick up
Kalau
from
nggak jadinya
Onyet.
ikutan goblok. Intinya si Kong nggak berdampak baik di RRQ setelah stage 1. Setelah dia cuma satu, yaitu Teho. Setelah nggak ada Teho, dia nggak bisa mikir. Ciri-ciri IGL bapuk, wajib out. Sip. Sip.
Camera gonna be cleared out.
Sip.
Tuck into the corner. Tommy does manage to take him down.
Sip.
Trade quickly there from Cushy.
Gila, nih orang gila, Cok.
Just the one casualty
Sumpah nih orang
so
gila
far.
anjing.
Ivy
Gila, nih orang gila.
eliminated RB with the sheriff. Gonna be able to find one
Gila
more,
banget.
but cannot
Gila
get around
banget,
win.
nih orang
RQ
paling
now
pinter
3 in
di
a
dunia,
row.
sumpah.
Able to gain the lead here on the
Respect
defending
gua
side.
sama kebodohannya.
Nongshim. Looks like they're gonna continue to let it ride.
I was kind of curious about a timeout, maybe talking about how you want to deal with some of the Cypher util, some of the setups that
Ya udah
Xpero's
gue
been
tanya
running.
gini deh. Kalau Kong out ganti
Pistol.
siapa coba?
That's been a challenge.
Dah. Coba. Kalau Kong out ganti siapa?
Really nicely handled.
Gue pengen tahu nih.
Got some big ults on both sides. Pit, Overdrive, Hunter's Fury. Ooh,
Gue pengen
that's
denger. Coba.
Still,
That's scary.
yeah, they're still just getting absolutely torn apart.
This is a good read.
Didn't get the ping reveal, but yeah, I mean, they just fully stack it. 4 players here. Push up.
Ganti siapa ya coba? Gue pengen tahu dah.
Off the rip.
Serius dah.
Nongshim in a spot where, I mean, you would like to be able to save, but you will be hunted to the ends of the earth.
Yeah, and those are 2 huge ults out of the round. Especially that Overdrive, man. You'd think that'd be a great
Gue nungguin nih.
space creator. Just, I think, a good read from RRQ, realizing that, you know, Nongshim couldn't do anything on the other side of the map now with the Cypher setups. So they would try to make some kind of presence at
Iya,
A.
Crazy Guy cuman bisa Teho beban RRQ. Iya, coba ganti siapa? Kalau gitu ganti
Great
siapa?
read.
Ganti siapa coba?
They will be given the
Kasih
site,
kita
though.
saran, ganti siapa coba?
Seemingly, it's going to be a
Kasih.
post plant here.
Kasih kita saran coba, siapa? Ganti siapa?
I know it is used, though.
Kasih siapa?
Hunter's Fury
Ganti
for
siapa?
RB.
Ganti
You're
siapa?
gonna feel
Pertanyaannya
very confident
sekarang
trying to utilize that at
iya
all.
jelek dah
No.
dia jelek nih. Jelek.
These 2 players left on the side can
Jelek. Ganti siapa
find an
coba?
immense amount of kills.
Gue pengen tahu dah.
They cannot. Ivy Persia quickly going to be taken down. RB having to back away, but the chase is coming through, and he is tagged up to all hell. Sliding around the corner, Monyet with 3.
Siapa
The
coba
Fuse
ganti
being
siapa?
stuck. RRQ.
Iya siapa
They'll
ya
get
coba? Gue
4
pengen
rounds in a
tahu.
row.
Gue pengen tahu menurut lu IGL yang
Flawless
cocok
fashion, and you have to
gantiin
suspect
Crazy
that
Guy dalam
this
waktu
is where the timeout
2
needs
minggu
to be
tuh
called.
siapa?
Yeah, I would think so.
Siapa
That
coba?
was-
Gue pengen tahu.
So efficient. I mean, that dimensional drift gives you all the info you need. Persia tried to tuck in the middle of the fast lane to see if he could catch someone off guard. They weren't.
Kalau
fooled in
jawaban
the
dia
slightest.
bukan udah
Dealt
lari
with it all.
lagi,
He tried to slide out of it.
gua
and
hype.
just shot in the back.
Balik anjing. Wow.
As per usual, Monyet having some fun.
Gak apa-apa, ini mah gue naikin chat rate
As
aja
they said in
sebenarnya.
Some of the content, he's noisy. Was the MO that Monyet has. Yeah. I'd agree. Monyet's a bit of a yapper. But
When you said noisy, it sounded like you had like a Jersey accent, like Joyzy.
Doisy? Noisy?
Noisy?
Yeah. I don't know. It could either be the northern accent kind of creeping its way in as well.
Yeah, I mean, you don't
Emosi gue.
have too much of a...
Nggak, dari cara
Not
ngetik
anymore.
dia sih,
It used to be.
itu ketikan orang tolol sih.
How-
Yeah,
Wisconsin.
Bukan orang
That's
rage bait.
correct.
Gue bisa bedain mana orang rage bait, mana orang tolol.
Wisconsinian.
Ketikan dia sih, saking jeleknya gue percaya
I
dia
almost
serius.
like that better, but it is indeed Wisconsinite. But a lot of people in Wisconsin have very thick accents.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, they're A.
Saking jeleknya tulisan dia,
Yeah,
gue
I don't
yakin
know
dia
if,
serius.
I don't know if we'd work together if I had to listen to you guys.
You want me to try to
I'm kidding,
just
I'm
go
just-
like full northern accent? I
Yeah,
don't
you
know if
do
I
that,
can.
and I'll try to go full. I'll try to go full,
Full
Jersey.
Jersey.
Full Jersey.
Ganti
I don't know,
Which
siapa?
really
Bro,
isn't a
masa
Jersey accent.
masa
Everyone just
nggak
kinda,
punya
you know,
tim
makes
scouting
Jersey
mikir
feel
lah,
for the
lihat
people
dia
I know.
sendiri nggak tahu kan
From
mesti
Jersey.
ganti
Yeah.
siapa.
You've
Itu
never
artinya
struck me
dia
as having much of an
tolol
accent, for what
anjir.
it's worth.
Trained
Lihat.
it out of myself at a young age.
Bye bro.
Did you now?
Gue nggak
Yeah,
mau,
actually
gue
quite
nggak mau,
literally.
Oh,
Standard
gue nggak mau
American
spend
dialect is
terlalu
one of
banyak
the
waktu
things that you
ngomong sama orang
go
tolol
for when
anjing.
you're doing theater.
Dia sendiri nggak tahu.
it's true.
Disuruh tim scouting.
So,
Itu
growing
artinya
up
udah
in
nggak ada
Vegas
lagi,
and,
cok.
studying at high school.
Lu aja kagak tahu mau ganti siapa.
Anyway,
Lu nyuruh Kong out,
let's
Kong
see.
out.
Full
Gantinya
cluster here from
siapa?
Nongshim.
Nggak ada.
Stinger, Bucky, 2 sheriffs, a
Gila
guardian.
nih orang.
Get into a post plant. They have a lot of
Estrella
tools to
minta
try to
pindah ke
really make
DRX
this
2
stick.
minggu sebelum stage 1 masuk.
The good news for Nongshim
Siapa?
is
Nyarinya
only the
siapa?
Viper's seen,
Yang ada
so
Crazy Guy. Stage
bad
1
news.
menang nih sama dia.
look at the Cypher setup.
Stage 2
this is
baru
like
main
anti-zombie.
2-3
low that one
game.
is.
Kong out. Gila cok sumpah. Gak logis anjing.
For now is the TP out
Gak
to the
punya
open
jawaban
slide forward.
anjing
With
dia.
that overdrive, he's still going to be able to find one. Jemkin finding another. When the paranoia comes through, double facing towards
Ini
Seward.
makanya
Fishy.
jangan beli susu
Drop,
denkau
copy,
palsu
eventually
cok.
able to steady the
Mak lu
shots to
tuh
find
dulu
one
waktu
yet.
kecil dikasihnya lu di susu denkau palsu.
Now the dust settling. Jemkin finding
Yang judulnya
Francis,
ngambil
and that
langsung
leaves
dari
Ivy
pabrik.
all
Nah
alone.
makanya
Trying
suruh
to
beli
swing the
denkau
corner, just like
asli
Guardian
nyet.
Ham, but Jemkin will come away with a third. It's a decent
Heran.
attempt, it's decent damage, but no plant found.
Orang cuman
And that is going to be
out. Ganti siapa? Kalau Estrella kan dulu jelas out. Kita tahu gantinya siapa banyak.
Just great reads again from RRQ. They have such a good understanding of the tendencies of Nongshim. It's like
Heran.
they really understand RP.
Minum denkau kilauan cok.
Move the Cypher util.
Oh ini Ahmad Saputra waktu kecil nih.
Low trip. I mean, I kind of get what Nongshim tried to do there to send Persia in first to try to break. You know, any potential detail that might be in the way, so you get that overdrive going, and it almost worked. The response is just too good from RRQ again. Oh, the dink.
finds him.
Oh,
Puts him down to 30. Francis trying to make something happen.
Sadam voice note-nya biasa lucu nih.
Weh amat tolol anjing goblok nongol anjing ditanya jawab tolol goblok. Weh jangan diam anjing. Bisa jawab nggak? Bisa ngerti nggak? Weh goblok. Weh nongol anjing.
Just gonna get wallbang headshot for Ivy and Persia. Well, get cozy because you have to
Orang
survive.
ditanya apa
for
jawabnya
1
apa
minute.
mutar. Bisa orang eco round stack gamble disalahin. Gak logis cok. Itu gak logis sumpah menurut gua. Lu ngelihat gua suka ngata-ngatain pro playernya. Cuman kalau stack gamble gua gak pernah marah karena itu legit strat anjing. Ini orang kalau masih kebanyakan mainnya unrated.
I mean, I
Gak
get it.
usah.
Nongshim is typically crazy enough to try to still make a plant here.
Menurut gua Jing
That is
out
not
itu
gonna be the
lebih
case. They are
justified
much
daripada
showing
Kong out
restraint.
sekarang. Karena waktu Jing dibilang out segala macem, karena dia emang benar-benar cuma bisa main race doang nyet. Dan Peprex struggling ketika metanya tuh
It's funny. I mean,
harus semua tim tuh main pakai agent yang berbeda.
Silly.
Jadi menurut gue justified kalau orang-orang nyari tambah satu lah yang flex.
Not this time.
Justified. Kalau ini dan penggantinya banyak gitu loh. Jing tuh kalau mau diganti itu banyak stoknya banyak banget.
Push forward, Kelly swinging past
Banyak
and
banget.
off Ivy.
Kalau sekarang siapa penggantinya siapa? Tidak ada
Doesn't
anjing.
find any more. So
Tidak
still gonna be one
ada.
card
Siapa
away from
penggantinya
having
tuh
the
tidak
lockdown
ada.
line. RQ continuing to look excellent here on this defensive drive.
Yeah, it's early plays that they make where they're so ready for some of the positions that defenders are going to want to take
Kritik
peeks
ke
out
Kong
of.
tuh gak masuk akal menurut gue
Saw them
anjing.
shut down Gen G earlier in similar fashion.
Gak logis.
Now it comes to
Gue
fruition
terima
against
selama
Nongshim as well,
logis
where they're able
sumpah.
to get that early dink, get an
Lu
early
mau bilang
kill.
monyet out. Menurut gue
Just starts
masih bisa terima.
falling out of
Karena
control.
performance dia
That angle again
kadang-kadang
from
suka
Anya,
lucu.
just trying to spam down the players that are just
David
outside
out,
of the doors.
gue masih terima. Kong out tuh kayak
Heading in where
terus
that
dengan
turret usually gets set
alasan
up for kill
karena dia
choice.
stack gamble A. Loh banget,
Nongshim
loh
saw that
banget,
in the VODs, I'm sure, and are going to be
loh banget.
cautious about trying to put anybody up there. And you do have the alarm bot back here, so as long as Jemkin doesn't TP
Loh
past it,
banget.
she's not. You would have information.
STLR out, setuju dari awal gue kalau
Seems like
itu.
he's just using this to get space and control the map. Meanwhile, they lean more towards A. Camera on B.
Kayak
Clear
argumen-argumen
attention being
pemain keluar tuh masih
created.
masuk akal. Sumpah. Cuman kalau argumen yang gak masuk akal tuh udah aneh banget sih menurut gue.
tucked in over here. Francis
Menurut gue gak masuk
climbing
akal
on
sih.
this toxic screen.
What about it? But
STLR
they
out
get
dari
Ivy
awal, gue
falls
out dari
there.
awal gue.
And as the screen goes down,
Setuju dari
there's
awal
gonna be
gua.
kills found.
Spike down A.
RRQ very much have come alive.
Ya mana
Compared to what
lagi,
we were
2
witnessing
minggu nyetel
on
angkat
the
piala
road.
bro.
And even then, it was still close.
Roberto Di Matteo ini.
Cam gets the spot out.
30 seconds
RP
left.
needing
Ini
to
lagi
remove
menang
that.
lagi,
The spike
anjing.
gets brought forward, but 2v5. This would be
Nah logis.
a back-breaking round here. One that
Kayak
potentially
dia
opens
bisa
up a
bilang
run back for
Fnatic
Nongshim to
Eco round.
close this,
Ih,
but
Fnatic juga
likelihood
stack
just
gamble kali.
doesn't seem possible.
Nggak usah sok lu yang paling nonton VCT anjing.
And even the TP in the backside, just to go ahead and try to check. Jemkin, his position going to be noted. Reface back in towards the site. Persia immediately dealt with his Monument, goes sliding forward. And RB cannot find anything else. It's going to be a flawless here.
Menang lagi.
It's a triple push through the sewer. A nice little happy excursion from RRQ. Becomes an absolute nightmare for Nongshim.
I thought for a second that might not be too bad. I thought
Hey
maybe
bro, ini
even
VCT itu geli
exchanges
banget sih.
at the worst. But look at the discipline on who's watching what angle. Oh, crazy good. They're just too fast. Nongshim not
Marahnya terus
actually
Son. Ya
anticipating.
kali ya anjing. Sekarang lu tahu kan, gue pernah story, gue ubanan itu.
CRQ fans happy
Lu
to
pernah
see
ngeliat
that.
gue story ubanan kan? Ini alasannya jing.
Just out of control.
Capek.
Nongshim cannot buy a round. And they're not going to be able to buy a ton for this round. They, again, have some ults to toy with, but you got to get into a spot to use them. You've just been getting shut out of rounds before you even have a chance. Look at RQ. They've got 4 players over on C. They're just totally just going on hard reads now. Just saying we can play retake. We've been doing that.
LTP across. So a join in from Jemkin.
Here. Found my wire.
Sphero hearing plenty, gets the catch on the one, and that's going to be the kill. It's Francis taking down Ivy, the one hero rifle here for them aside from the Bulldog. Unable to find the kill there on that flank. Full reposition, and now he is
Pokoknya
not
semua sekarang yang namanya
here with the
Ahmad
rest of the
time out
team to
aja.
try to counteract this. Needs to quickly rewrap.
Time out.
If you were gonna
Semua
commit
yang
an
namanya
opening, you would
Ahmad
wanna
time out.
use it right now.
Gue bakal anggap semua orang yang nicknya Ahmad di chat gue itu ID keduanya dia. Pokoknya semua yang namanya Ahmad time out.
And Ivy just doesn't know which way to look. Once more,
Hilangkan semua yang namanya Ahmad.
One casualty.
Hilangkan semua yang namanya
in a
Ahmad.
row. RRQ looking right as rain here on Haven.
Hilangkan semua yang namanya Ahmad.
With this Cypher util.
Out.
Who puts one
Gua
over
anggap-
in that back corner?
Gue anggap itu ID keduanya dia.
They're not the most common.
No. But it makes sense to throw them in odd places because then, you know, if the Neon's just running, you're going to catch them off guard, and even if they're not, catch other players off guard. And they're so clean on these retakes. The flashes are good from Jemkin. The jump out of window of heaven from Manyet. All timed really well, and look at this, they're doing it again.
I'm gonna ask.
Yeah.
How long have these ults been online? I know Ivy somewhat recently getting hits, but it feels like Francis has had the hit for the longest time. It's just...
They just can't get there. He can't survive.
Hilangkan semua yang namanya Ahmad.
It is. RRQ's so good at this map.
Ahmad Raihan.
Oh, there's a judge.
Kamu pikir dengan kamu gabung member kamu akan aman?
Rifle gone.
Kamu mau jadi kenil, kamu mau jadi kenil.
Being found there on a timing. Dombi reading the corner well. Does snap in for the headshot. Trip now going to be taken down, but Jemkin managing to find the one. Hunter's Fury, this is Cushies, by the way, is going to be able to find a damage across on the two, but the pit now going to be in play. Nongshim very much looking to secure this. They have RB tucked back here at
Ces
long.
nggak ngapa-ngapain, sumpah udah gue bilang. Ces tuh ya.
Crazy guy
Dia kalau lagi main bagus, bagus banget. Tapi begitu dia ada satu momen tolol, dia kepikirannya sampai ujung anjir. Kayak begitu dia. Langsung di kepala dia, aduh gue nggak nembak nih, tai.
Dives into the back and finds a good amount of damage. Hasn't quite found the kill yet. Ping reveal.
Waduh, kena recon
RB
anjay.
striking Cushy now. Left with it all. Cannot make it happen. Nongshim will at long last break this win streak from RRQ. Get themselves up to 3. And they're going to be praying that they can get a 4th.
Oh, for sure. It looked like maybe again. Just a nice opener from Donby. Sure, he gets taken down, but there's a good trade right behind it. And finally can get into that ultimate, get into that Viper's pit. And really just
Ahmad
make the
Zaki,
round
I'm not one of them.
way
Time out
more
dia!
difficult for RRQ. If Crazy
Tidak
Guy
ada
had gone
Ahmad yang
towards
aman
long there,
di
challenged
stream
RB's
hari ini.
position, could have been a very different
Tidak ada Ahmad yang
situation, but
aman
opted
di
to go for
stream
Sewers,
hari ini.
Trying to get in position to back up the rest of his squad. Here we go again.
Just Fury, the blind sanding. Sparrow, however, going to be tagged up, taken down. That's a pump onto Jemkin as well. Pushes the Yor to 70. And Crazy Guy's just going to be spammed out.
That's huge, actually.
Suddenly, Nongshim here, the last 2 rounds of the half, they're looking alive and well. Dimensional Drift going to be sent through. Lockdown, however, starting to take down as Monyet wants to try to clear this out, but it's only going to be good for the 1 kill.
Ahmad diminta menghadap ke
He's
Jendra.
got to exit out of this
Tidak
one.
ada
It's
Ahmad
going to be
yang
his
aman.
demise, and even if it wasn't, he would have just gotten detained, and that would have been it. Well, the aggression finally ends up working out here. The ultimates look good overall, and Nongshim will be able to make this 8-4.
Okay. I'm starting to think maybe again for Nongshim. I mean, I'm not super confident in that, but
I think that this needs to...
Ku sendiri, tak ada yang menemani, seperti malam yang sudah hati ini semakin sedih. Yes, cinta ini yang selalu pupus.
almost choked.
This came out of nowhere.
I know.
Really took it.
Just all of a sudden.
That's, that's what happens when you... Just shut him down random times.
Yeah. Like right now, my body's like, why aren't you napping? It's nap time. Look at that. That's a sick jacket. Got it signed by all the members of Nongshim. But, I mean, for Nongshim, like, what does this defender side look like? How aggressive are you going to be? Are you going to kind of just play similar to how you play on Corrode and some other maps where you're kind of looking for those crunches, looking for aggressive push-outs? And RQ, though, heading towards the Killjoy side of the map. Zombie set up, no one home. There's the camera to check for this, though, so obviously this is going to be understood by RQ that there's going to be players coming through A long. You might even see all of it.
As long as they toggle it.
I
Okay,
assume.
now it has. Got plenty of info now. Jemkin looking to be the first line of defense against this. As the tripwire similarly is going to be there, and that's our beat. Taken down. Very nice shots from Jemkin. Be able to find the elimination. Scale forward, down beat, trying to steady that one, but the frenzy will come out on top. Francis now once again needing
nice
to have
banget.
a monstrous pistol round.
Bidu, welcome to the membership. Thank you so much.
See if he can make it happen, but it's just going to be a target-rich environment, and Jemkin is clicking heads. 3-1 in pistols overall. RRQ now well out in front. It's going to be 9-4.
Yeah, okay. That starting to feel like it might be GG. It's a good read from RRQ. Able to just slowly but surely meander their way over through into C. Ivy tries to challenge and pays the price. Woo, that's good. And Jemkin looks so sharp on this map. 14-5. Monyet as well. When you get both your duelists frying like that, especially when the lion's share of those kills were on the defender side of the map, that's got to feel really good. Looking like this may be your bread and butter map here for stage 2.
Nobody moves on. The level the best I've ever been to.
Apa ini anjing? Ahmad.
Okay. Look forward here long. It's back. To the whole rest of the team. Please protect. No, it's an old bag. So it's a warrior, but he's got to take it.
Emang Valo mau ganti ke Unreal Engine serius, Cep? Emang iya?
Yep.
Dombi
Gosip dari mana itu?
in his spot.
And given this Marshall, I mean,
Baru 5
Continues
tahun
to
udah mau
Jemkin
ganti
forward.
engine anjing, serius lu?
Let him go on the hunt, try to get that dimensional drift. I mean, he's already halfway there.
Mat.
Now you have to try to back away. Swoop around the corner, trying to get the angle. Persia just out of sight. Jemkin, however, really starting to whittle away at these options as far as where the player could be. And that's going to be 3 now collected. Only Dombey down in sewers. Able to elude the grasp here of RRQ. So he'll die to the spike. Jemkin, it's going to be 2
Kayaknya biar
charges
bisa
off
replay
having that
sih.
ultimate.
Kayaknya benar bisa
That is going
replay
to be
sih.
a flawless anti-eco here from RRQ.
How many total flawlesses for RQ on this map?
A lot.
At least 3. At least 3. I know that for sure. Could be more.
Looking like new turn on Ascent back in Reykjavik 21.
Oh yeah,
That's a deep cut that
that is.
very few people will remember what the hell I'm talking
I
about.
don't remember that until you mentioned it. I'd forgotten.
Siapa yang setuju Selasa kita
Crazy
main
good
pick
stuff
teman-teman?
from RQ, and look at the firepower
Setuju nggak
they
kalau
can
Selasa kita
bring
main
into
pick?
this bonus?
Sliggy
Chess
will
off banget. Off banget dia dari buset 2 kill anjing.
Mines a
Am I
steel
right,
trap.
guys?
Steel
Ini bukan
traps
off
and
lagi.
mines. Meanwhile, mine's a sieve.
Yeah.
It's a coriander. It's just leaking everywhere.
Sama siapa nanti coba aku kumpulin anggotanya ya.
What's up?
Nothing.
Or colander.
That's-
Colander. Coriander's a
Gue
plant.
bisanya
Jeez
Selasa baru
Louise.
main pick.
Then, case in point, ladies and gentlemen.
We're just riding this until it ends.
I was going to call you, and I was just like, oh,
No, you're right.
I'll
No.
leave it be, but then you got there yourself. All right, well, Drone looking for the spot.
Uy.
They got the kill. Ivy going to be collected. Counter spam here from RB. Doesn't manage to
Sama
find one
Su.
yet.
Sama Suan KKC.
Oh, they've scaled
Nap
so
sama
much on A. Right now it's just Dombey. It all depends on when
Gila
this is.
banget itu squadnya, gila banget. Gila
Oh
banget,
my
gila
God,
banget,
Jemkin.
gila banget. Itu squad gila banget sih.
They're just absolutely online. Completely drilled in here.
I got portal closed.
Spike planted.
Who's next?
Is the ult too?
Yeah, why not?
Just body block him in the door.
Yeah, just be like, yep, here they are, here they are, here they are. He's just running at him. We'll try to counter spam. Crazy guy will go down. Jemkin exits, finds one. Nice.
Persia.
Nice
Okay.
banget.
Finds that. Would have had plenty of time to defuse. So things getting a little bit silly perhaps here, but at the end of the day, it's still going to be a bonus conversion here as RRQ now are up 11-4.
This is so clean.
Abis
from
ini kita mau
RRQ.
nge-raid siapa, Chat?
This round, yeah, it's a little scrappy,
Swag,
but
ada
it's your
nggak Swag?
bonus, so
Azam,
you
welcome
can
to the
afford to
membership,
have it
thank you
be
so much.
scrappy.
Abis ini kita mau nge-raid
God,
siapa, Chat?
Jemkin.
Swag, kita mau nge-raid
He's
siapa?
online.
Aduh, di mana yang namanya? Oh,
So crisp.
ih, si Ahmad. Ahmad, hey
crosshair
Ahmad.
Ready for that
Ahmad,
spot
tungguin
all day
aku,
long.
Dan
Ahmad.
gua ambil pempek
All
dulu.
sheriffs for Nongshim.
Well, if ever there was a time to try to get a thrifty going, this would be it. And that would be the first step.
It's a good start.
Jemkin dead, a weapon going to be recovered immediately. The pivot call going to be coming through here. Nongshim trying to work their way across to C. Pass lane set up. Couple shots going to be ringing out, and that's going to be on the end, kind of getting offset. And suddenly, okay, the Sheriffs are really ringing out as they're getting overwhelmed. Crazy guy. Okay.
Wow.
You know, when I said it, I wasn't really expecting it to fully happen, but Nongshim, okay. Does that jumpstart the engine enough to make this a run back? We're going to see a hell of a lot more clean shots like this.
Spike down. C. One enemy remaining.
It's just good reads, though, from Nongshim. I mean, they get that kill on a Jemkin. There's nobody there, so it's an immediate pivot over towards C. Just putting all...
That's a caster blessing, I guess.
Yeah, good job.
Spoke it into existence.
You're the opposite of Chronicler.
Ada apa, Chat? Ada apa, Chat?
Sliggy.
Ada apa, Chat?
Does he have curse powers? I'm not aware.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, now you got to be a little bit more cautious, a little bit more methodical as RRQ. Kind of got read like a book in that previous round, so now the economy gets a little bit shaky for you as well if you
We
lose.
want
so
1v1 heaven,
wanna
not
try to
5.
squeeze a little bit more
Ron, lu ngedukung
orange
banget
out
ya?
of this.
Lu ngedukung banget ya gua sama dia ya?
RB, ooh, it's a full flash, has to respond with the drone.
Jonathan, welcome to the membership. Thank you so much.
I know he saw 2 players, and I'm pretty sure it was both duelists. So yeah, calling everybody over, but RQ aware of it as well. Magnet going to show a little bit more presence. There's the TP over here set up by Jemkin to reconsider this angle. But Nongshim is putting this as their strong side. A is going to be where the majority of the forces are, but if you lose this battle as Ivy, things get really dicey. Important for him to play his life here.
We're trying this again, trying to find a time to get the punish, but Jemkin is there to go ahead and keep
Dia
them
nunggu lu
covered.
akrab dulu, Jen, biar bisa dikenalin. Oh, basically gua Swan ya.
Out the players is once again quick pivot across.
Keserusan, gua mau lu nge-monopoli market kayak gitu.
This is a reposition. Crazy guy TPing up on top of the half box. Fully blinded up though, and Jambi eventually is going to be found. Swing in from Persia.
Lu mau gue yang ngerajai mainan kayak begituan ya, Ron?
Francis, I started this round tag down to 30. Now he's just ping revealed out.
Let me show you how it's done.
At the bottom of the stairs. Eventually will fall. A good previous round here for Nongshim, but cannot string it together, cannot find a follow-up. They now need 7 in a row to try to take this to OT. Otherwise, RRQ going to be locking up the win here on Haven and sending us to Icebox.
Yeah, it's just really good map awareness by RRQ and a bad guess by Ivy. A lot of times it's been Jemkin on his own on the attacker side, so he's trying to get ahead of that. He's trying to say, oh, you threw the clone out? That's the Yoru by himself. You were darn close to that door.
Iya, sisanya kurang seru. Jadi
Maybe
kalau gua
attempted
oke,
flash
permainan
through that
gua
door.
oke.
Instead, it's actually RRQ is completely grouped up, and Nongshim gonna grab another timeout. But there's a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious. You know, we often talk about it. Is this just one of those like, okay, this is fine. It's their map pick. We've got Icebox. Let's focus on that. Or is this actually, you know, going to be a real attempt to try to run things back here and make a go of this?
Oh,
I know what I would be saying if
Lu baru megang bola, soalnya dribble dikit Rainbow. Lu baru megang bola, dribble dikit Rainbow fake, elastiko dikit masih seru.
Excuse me, Trevor. Yeah, just do you have the? Are you wearing the RQ jersey? You're not.
Oh no.
Can you put it on?
We can only.
What do you mean it's in the wash? Well, get it out. I don't care if it's soaking wet. Put the jersey on. We need the curse.
I don't know if it's going to work for this map, but maybe for the series. And, I mean, you have a Hunter's Fury, you've got a TP, got a Spectre. You got a lot of rounds, a lot of work to do. Oh my god.
RP looking to try to replicate some of that success, and doesn't manage to find a tag. Dizzy guy going to be taken down. Persia able to find 2.
David di sini. Halo guys, 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 David di sini.
They managed to get one back. There's 6 more to go.
All right. It's a good idea. You know, kind of that classic Hunter's Fury off the rip. Let your Neon go. Just see what happens. But the util was pretty far back. For the side of RRQ, Xfero either hung onto it or put it up there early. And then, too late. Persia winning 2 over in Sewers is what really just destroys that round. That was huge.
Terus soalnya langsung ngasih lihat, terus singa yang lain kan ngasih lihat kucing, tapi dalamnya juga singa.
This time it's to be avoided.
More what I was expecting from Nongshim on their defender's side. Like just massive aggression. RB.
Gonna be forced away. Has the back full flash connecting. It's tucked over into the side actually, and that's enough. I thought they were gonna pursue a little bit deeper. Either way, kills are gonna be coming through. Now the spike is gonna be stuck here at back sight with.
Gua orangnya nggak basa-basi. Langsung aja udah ngapain sih?
He's all alone.
Ya basa-basi, biasa langsung lah.
Wow.
Flawless here. Nongshim 5 more to go. It's their. I mean, they haven't gotten consecutive round wins since the pistol into the anti-eco.
They're just making some good decisions. You know, RB there just able to get behind the box just in time. And then Ivy there for the assist. Oh, really nicely played. Looks like you have a lockdown for Ivy as well. Saw that come online. Fantastic. I mean, but when you're getting that much map control that early, just gives you that extra level of comfort and awareness. Early paranoia from Persia to tuck Donby into this corner. He's going to challenge. Jemkin just holding.
Oh, Donby winning.
Waduh.
Wow, Jemkin, I mean, didn't really fully believe that he was going to find a target there. He's playing the angle, but still looked caught off guard. Shock dart forward, not deep enough to clear that out, so alarm bot still in play. Bite held in hand. RQ, what are they thinking about here? What are they trying to assess? Looks like they're going to try to just leave Xfero here in mid. Gets okay.
Waduh.
Oh, Xfero dead. RB just getting a sense, finds it at the same time. Donby going to be taken down. The smoke completely disregarded. Persia waiting here at hell to slide forward, and Monyet is not looking for this at all. Persia looking to try to hold the line, goes for the weapon swap, will fall to Cushy's hand. But in the end, it's 3 players still alive. RRQ. Economy, once again, going to be broken down.
Well, it takes 4 more, so that would be 7 in a row for Nongshim. I mean, 8 in a row for, you know, RRQ. I don't know. I think it's too much, but you never know. I don't know what. Come on, yet they're just not really thinking anybody would be in hell at all. That just makes it so easy for Persia. 3 sheriffs. Overdrive, come on, yet.
Anjing kaget gua.
Sumpah,
perasaan gua langsung gak seneng tau gak sih denger lagu ini. Perasaan gua langsung gak seneng sumpah. Langsung gak enak perasaan gua.
About to die. Well, still will be able to find one, but it's going to be a weapon handed over. Monyet very quickly, happily accepting that as Donby trying to go for this maneuver here around the back, and they're actually drifting away from the A
side. Itu tahun lalu
now.
ya, Chan? Itu Subaton tahun lalu
They just
ya?
don't clear this trip, but they get positioned up. Okay, never mind. They're not going to be pushing back forward into these players.
Great mouse.
Timing, though.
Yeah.
They're going to have to try to play forward, but
Abis tes
multiple
gue ya, Chan.
players now tucked in. Over to the corner is Xfero. 2 critical headshots found, and Monyet with a vandal. Able to find it. Nat now leaves Ivy all alone to detain onto 1. And he has no clue where he's at. Just playing it quietly. Tucked away the relay bolt. It connects, and that's going to be Monyet with Crazy Guy swinging out from the top to pull off a thrifty and take this all the way to Icebox.
Wow. I mean, all of a sudden, that round looked so well thought out by Nongshim. I think they played that nicely, but they got outshot. I mean, Xfero just hits 2 headshots out of nowhere with the Sheriff and map over. But that's the problem, right? When you're that far behind, you know, coming into that half, you know, especially because you don't win the pistol, you don't have room for errors. You don't have room for those rounds where somebody just outshoots you, even though your macro's good. And it took too long to kind of get things situated for Nongshim on their defender side. But the real question is, you know, was that enough of a bounce back to give them a little bit of momentum, or is RRQ just kind of going to be in cruise control? They look so clean, that map, as we go to Icebox. Kind of curious to see. Well, Jemkin goes on to that jet, or what we're going to see. He's usually so fearsome on that agent. Oh, Jemkin. So many shots.
They've been widely playing, you know, same setup on Icebox for the longest time. Just kind of the pivot from Teo back over to Sova after the nerfs. So not really expecting too much of a change. I guess they also were running KO into the mix previously, but we'll have to see what they do have ready to go. But I'm anticipating that it's going to be that Jet v Jet. Now all down to the wire. One more map to settle this series. We'll see who's going to be able to get it. For now, we'll send it back over to the analyst desk.
Hey, really excited to see if we're gonna get that dogfight, the Jet versus Jet, over on Icebox. But for now, though, on Haven, I actually thought Nongshim was going to make a comeback. They certainly felt like it, especially after that timeout. But RRQ managed to eke it out even with a 50.
Yeah, RRQ taking their own map pick here on Haven, and I think this double duelist is just such a good fit for them. It looks so natural. Nongshim couldn't really find the answers until it was too late, really, in my mind.
Yeah, I mean, if Gen G's not going to beat RRQ with that comp, there's no way Nongshim's going to beat RRQ with that comp. I'm just going to call it how I see it there. I mean, for Nongshim, you know, this was going to come up in the veto, no two ways about it. In the past, they have kind of run that breach comp, and it has looked good for them with the breach Sova in the past, but it's something that's kind of fallen out of the meta these days, and is something that you don't see really played. I mean, my eyes here immediately go to Ivy, where I'm questioning the Killjoy pick. You know, Gen G's kind of the only team that does play that, and it didn't really play well into the Neon Yoru, and it doesn't really play well into the Neon Yoru for Gen G very much either. I think Foxy pilots that agent better than it actually does have impact on the game. So I think for RRQ, positive signs for me is that this was a good game for Jemkin. It's been a little while since I've seen a game where I've actually seen Jemkin hitting some really good shots again. So that's a very positive sign. But once again, a very well-rounded performance from RRQ, and the server here, and they should feel pretty confident going into Icebox as well.
I mean, when you see Monyet wiggling in his chair and laughing, and, you know, kind of semi-singing, that's not a good sign if you're the opposing team. Especially since he's such a vibes-based player, right?
Yeah.
If he's feeling good, then that's danger for you.
Like, we heard Crazy Guy talking about it here on this couch in one of the post-game interviews, saying how important it is to keep Monyet happy, keep him having fun. You can see when he's having so much fun, he goes crazy. So that's what they need to replicate for this map 3. But in my mind, no surprise to go to map 3 here. Every time these two teams face, it's gone to map 3, but Nongshim are undefeated in this decider.
Yeah, we still have like about 50 rounds of Valorant to go.
Yeah, probably.
For these two teams. I mean, I think if it ended any other way, if it ended in 2-0, I wouldn't be satisfied. This is like Nongshim and RRQ. It has to be this way. But for RRQ, mad props to them, especially on the defense.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is just stock standard Haven defense. Either you have these plans where you want to fight for lobby. You can see Nongshim goes for this lobby fight.
mau grinding Padel dulu.
You know that the Viper is either going to be lurking or they're going to try to take lobby control behind that Viper wall, and if you have a set plan to be able to deal with it, then it's very powerful. And on the flip side of that, if you want to play retake A and sit your Cypher up in heaven, then things like graffiti kill trips, site kill trips are very, very helpful to have. And you do see Francis getting punished for that.
Yeah, it's a great little mix-up. This is a really important part of the macro for this map. You need to show that you can win a heaven, then you need to show that you're okay to give it up and then punish them with these heavy retakes like RRQ did. Great macro understanding. It's obvious to see why they would pick this map.
Yeah,
Selasa bisa dibuat
especially when you're playing Neon Yoru, like those retakes are a nightmare to defend. The fast lane will cut up the site. You have to choose your post plant positions before you know how the other team's going to approach the retake a lot of the time, and then they're going to cut the site in half with the fast lane and choose which side of it to flash through, and you can't always read that correctly or be able to respond to it on the fly.
Monyet as MVP
butuh asisten
here.
kayaknya lu, Son.
We
Iya
were
nih, anjir.
expecting this, especially when we
Gue
saw
kayak
him
udah
switch out
boleh pakai
and
personal
back onto
assistant
the
deh.
Neon on this
Bukan
map.
karena
This was where
job
he
gue
had
terlalu banyak,
an
karena
amazing
gue
game, and he
disorganized
has
banget
another
aja
one
sih.
yet again.
Very promising.
Yeah,
Gue sangat
Honestly, like
disorganized sih.
if Monyet
Jen suruh
starts
nendang lu
to
seru
unlock
banget,
and pick
seru
up
banget
more and more form
kan.
as we head through the into
Udah
the
berapa views ya
playoffs here,
sekarang?
then RRQ is going to be scary on a whole nother level.
Yeah, he's a kind of like a wild card, I guess, for RRQ in the sense that if you actually flip that card and you get what kind of Monyet am I getting today? If you get a really crazy one, then it's so dangerous.
I mean, I totally agree. There's plenty, like traditionally in TAC FBS, you know, you will have like you will have a star player. Sometimes you'll even have 1 or 2 star players. If you have like previously like a good sniper player, or you have like a good aggressive rifler. Or
gantian gue yang undang mereka ke podcast gue.
A lot of like very dominant teams in TAC FBS history will have that third player that can kind of flip. Like they can be the player that puts you over the top. That can.
Gue belum nonton dia, nanti malam dah nonton. Seru menurut gue. Nyari PA yang kayak Cynthia Jen, anjing itu sih imba cok. Cynthia tuh temen gue waktu SMP. Dia anak Marjo, Kelapa Gading.
Yeah, I mean they managed to win stage 1 with Monyet.
Cynthia tuh temen gue waktu SMP.
So if he does unlock fully, it's going to go crazy for this team.
Anak Marjo dia.
It's going to be very exciting as they suddenly come into like a full power, potentially going into the rest of stage 2.
Good timing for it.
We are going into Icebox now, and I think
Dicari
even with
PA,
those performances on Haven,
yang
you
cakep,
weren't exactly sure who
diutamakan
was
yang
going to win
perempuan,
which round because
single,
it got very
ready to mingle.
several times, and there was a very strong possibility that Nongshim would make a comeback. It's always very close with both of these teams. Are we going to get that sort of tightness in the game on Icebox?
I feel nervous for this as a third map for Nongshim. You can see 5 bans there. It's a map that hasn't really fit their style in the past. They've played more recently this Harper comp, but Danby on the Jet can sometimes be a little bit hit or miss, and in general, honestly, Nongshim cannot play their patented style on this map.
Yeah, no, not at all. I mean, I've seen teams try and play Neon, but it's just not as good of a fit here. It doesn't seem to work in the same way. Over on the side of RRQ, when we last saw them play here in Pacific, they were running that Teo. I would be very shocked to see that again.
Yeah, so, I mean, they've just been playing the Sova more recently overseas. I mean, it's a comp that is still gone okay for them. I mean, they had an OT against Heretics recently. They lost to Wolves in Toronto, who were on a bit of a heater, but before that, I mean, we saw them take down Genji on this map with this Teo comp in the Grand Final of Pacific to win it. So this is a map that, for RRQ, it's not like a map that they'll always win. It's not like a map that you look at for RRQ and you think they're 100% going to win this. But I have even less faith in Nongshim because, like I said, in the past, they haven't looked amazing on it.
Yeah, it's been a while, I think, since they've actually won on Icebox.
Yeah. Okay, lost to DRX and T1 Nongshim last stage.
Yeah. So it doesn't look too good, but, you know, perhaps new stage, it's stage 2, they could have something prepared. There was a reason why I didn't have this as a priority ban.
It's been ages
so,
since they played it,
Icebox
so let's see what they come up with.
Exactly. And let's get into
tahu
the next
kan
50 rounds of Valor
kalau ini
for
kok.
the next map. I mean, honestly, between these two teams, it's always been so close. But I feel it's always the same for like RRQ. They do have those problems of like
ada
being able
surprise.
to close out a map very definitively, especially when they're very strong
beli
defense
4
side.
second
When it
kok.
goes over to attack, sometimes we're not so sure.
I mean, it's something that we have seen them work on and improve on. They used to be infamous chokers. Like, they used to never be able to close out these series. And we saw them get slowly and slowly better. But this is a very mentally driven team, and it does feel like sometimes Nongshim just do manage to have that edge over them, especially in these map 3s. So I am curious how this is going to play out.
Oh, so it looks like RRQ going away from what they were playing previously. We have seen them play
Crazy
a comp
Goose
that I actually
Sagan.
think fits them a little bit better with the Omen Jet. That's a very active comp, but now they're throwing Crazy Guy on the stage, and Monyet will have to be a little bit more reserved in the Viper role.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to be anywhere near as crazy as we saw from him last map. He has to stay alive. Over on the side of Nongshim, running with that Harbor. We've seen this from them before. I actually quite like Francis on this Harbor. I think it's quite a good fit for him. So nothing out the ordinary here. This is going to be straight up Valorant here for map.
I think the main thing to keep an eye on is just that Jemkin is usually outrageous on the ult, and it's not Danby's first choice. So I think Danby needs to really step up to Jemkin's level if Jemkin brings his A game on this map.
Sure, we're seeing some balances here. Maybe some players might be taking a bit of a backseat. Maybe we're seeing more players step up. And of course, we have Xfero on his 100th map here in VCT Pacific. That's amazing.
That's so many.
I mean, he's been around in RRQ for such a long time. He's the original founding member. That's not particularly surprising, and he continues to put up numbers.
Gila, JC Face aja belum 100 map, bro.
For sure, and he's going to have to be even better than that if he wants to close this out versus Nongshim. And hey, casters, we get that Jet versus Jet that you guys wanted, so we're going to toss it back to you guys.
Bentar, kalau 100 map tuh berarti kita banyak mainnya ya. Berarti kita
well, I think the stage set pretty well there by the desk. This is going to be a test, a big one here for Nongshim in a very important series. They try to find themselves a position in playoffs. They've only ever played this. I mean, you look back to the days of Sinprissa, 7 times, all time. They've only ever gotten 1 victory on Icebox.
Yeah, it is not a map that they have had much success on, to
map
say the
3 mulu.
least.
Iya, kita kebanyakan map 3 berarti anjing.
It has been tough at times for them, but with this Sage, I like the change up. I think Sage still very good on this map. Also think she's quite good on Corrode.
Guys, jangan lupa di like dulu guys. Guys, like dulu guys.
This top position with Donby gonna be known, but RRQ happy to still bully their way forward, at least for the orb.
Get the grab there. It's going to be a charge towards the Hunter's Fury as Monyet swinging the corner. Nice Classic able to find one Jemkin over the top onto yellow. And that is two
fucking
players
go, bro.
absolutely just swiped aside.
Aduh, gue pengen
but yet
banget ngomong sederhana
not
anjing.
slowing down.
Spike planted.
Gets himself another, and that is Ivy now all alone with a flank behind. As the turret sends out a couple shots, and Xfero will now go on the lurk. Sees him. Could try to knife it. Won't. Plays it nice and safe, and that's going to be a flawless pistol.
Flawless, nggak satu peluru pun masuk ke badan pemain RRQ.
4-1.
Yeah, I mean, even with the stack here for Nongshim, their protocols are all over the place. The toxic screen there, kind of cutting them in half. They find the first kill quickly to RRQ. And then it's just destruction. I mean, Jemkin has always been so good on Jet on this map. He's one of those players
Crazy guy kena ya, cuman nge-heal ya dia ya.
Top tier.
Hefty investment. Two sheriffs in for Nongshim here. Double push forward. That's going to be plenty of noise made as Francis able to grab the orb, backs away, spamming out a couple shots just in case the push was coming in slowly.
It's one thing about Nongshim, their playstyle is so aggressive to be very disciplined.
Francis able to find a headshot on the one. Crazy guy going to be taking low again. It's a Sage, so heal is going to be there. Persia forced away. Spotted, trying to just swing out towards Sage. Cannot do so. Does get taken down so far. No one on the side of RQ suffering any damage. As one of the sheriffs is down.
Nongshim kalah mulu anjing.
Goes down. Nongshim got to figure out how exactly they want to try to get themselves back into the fight. Ivy will be able to find one.
Gila, gue gendut banget ya dulu ya.
Did not read this at all. Xfero, I mean, he thought he was just going to be joining in with the rest of the team.
Anjing gue kangen sih.
Be dealt with. As Maria continues to hold close. Slits him alongside the wall. Jemkin is trying to sway the swing in. RB dead. And that'll be the cleanup zone. Two casualties.
Nanti gue siapin data sheets buat kalian. Ini udah ada namanya. Nanti gue bakal share linknya di WhatsApp. Udah ya. Terus
Fosil, bro.
Still able to get some damage in early. Having that Sage so valuable, and especially on the attacker side if you can get to the plants. And I kind of was thinking it in the back of my head.
Glow up parah ya.
This is, you know, the shot.
Come on, man.
That up, but something I was thinking about.
Hide your girlfriend,
like,
yo.
How aggressive can you be on this map? You know, these B hits. Seems like this is going to be the name of the game for RRQ early. Put some pressure on these controllers. Probably worried about trickery with the Jet.
Berapa kilo yang lalu, Jen? Kok bisa kurus itu berapa ya? 88 ya? 88 kalau nggak salah.
Slowed in position. Slides back here. On the back of the box, but Jemkin striking once again. Persia now dead. And this calls for a big rotation as Nongshim trying to stack this B site, but RQ now happy with the kill. They're going to look to try to back away and now explore over towards A.
It's good read off the conditioning they've established.
Orang ini kalau dipuji makin anjing. Gue bilang, gue tuh kalau dipuji nggak bisa dipuji gue.
So you think as Nongshim they might just keep trying to dip into that well until they can.
Sekarang berapa emang? 70 gue 70. Gue pengen banget sih Fat gue di 15%. Kayaknya Fat gue di 15% gue udah happy dah. Cuman setengah mati anjing. Susah banget nurunin Fat ke 15%. Boh!
It's okay. Still going to be a big player advantage. Other two players from Nongshim clustered up here on the A side.
Ganyang side-nya.
Trying to find the transfer there.
Nice banget,
Cushy.
Come on!
Takes out two.
Let's go, Jen. Aggressive cut 3 minggu. Bisa kali ya 3 minggu ya aggressive cut. Low fat diet anjing. Pengen banget gue nyobain sumpah.
Monstrous start here as the bonus gets ready to be converted.
This is unbelievable. Just great map presence. Monyet with a beautiful lurk. Somehow gets around Dombi. Gets up right next to poor Francis. Had no idea.
Pengen sih nyobain agro cut diet gitu. 3 minggu tapi ya anjing susah juga sih. Bisa sih sebenarnya.
Tremendous stuff. A little bit worrisome there, potentially, I would say, for RRQ on the initial hit at A, making a lot of noise. You know, you had given enough time for Nongshim to get a couple players over there, but dealt with brilliantly by Cushy, so all's well that ends well. This is another rough start for Nongshim.
Cuman gue pengennya maintain sih, jadi gue nggak bakal agresif cut. Gue kayaknya jumlah kalori hariannya mesti tetap sama, tapi fatnya bener-bener diturunin, jadi proteinnya yang banyak. Itu yang perlu menurut gue. Gimana caranya otot gue nggak hilang? Karena gue nggak pengen kurusan lagi, gue pengennya kering. Nah itu yang susah tuh.
Two of the losses that they've suffered have been close. Everything else, it's been
mesti protein semua makanannya.
This just has never really been a map in their wheelhouse. Revealed help as they look for a little bit of a rush play, but then Dombi
untung aja mati lu.
Tailwinds to the side, hits the floor. And
body recomp bagus tuh Jen. Apaan tuh? Itu body recomp apa chat?
At least able to get the gun scooped up.
Itu apa chat body recomp?
This is kind of more of what I was expecting from Nongshim. Looking for these aggressive plays towards A nest. And that's a heartbreaker. It looks like you're going to be able to start off.
Oh iya, itu yang mencoba gua lakukan. Cuman tadi baru makan pempek.
A little bit further out there than he would like.
Baru makan pempek.
The delayed flank might be able to recover this.
Itu baru aku makan pempek.
Needs the rest of his teammates to hit similar shots. Peek under the corner, and RB now going to be struck down. Leaves the previously recovered Phantom now on the floor. Persia grabs one outside of garage. It's making his way across. There's Ivy, can find nothing more. Francis dead, and now that you have a pretty good idea.
Ini makanya gue pengen fatnya turunin. Ya mungkin seminggu sekali makan pecel ayam oke lah ya. Seminggu sekali makan pecel ayam, gitu-gitu makan es krim, oke lah.
Very, very tricky to pull off. Makes noise too.
Ya nggak sih?
Okay.
Persia finding one. Monyet dead. One hell of a wait to get the adrenaline pumping, to get the blood flowing. The gun barrel going to be spotted out. Jemkin just peeking, trying to delay the re-peek. They know that he's not holding this one to half now. The swing
nice banget, Jemkin. Let's go!
There to collect. 4-0 start. Decent little go of it here for Nongshim to try to pull off a thrifty, but they cannot make it happen.
Gue nge-gym tuh bisa tiap hari loh.
Again, I start there off of RB's util.
Gue nge-gym tuh bisa tiap hari, Cep. Paling dikit tuh 3. Paling dikit tuh 3. Tapi sebisa mungkin gue 4 sampai 5 hari dalam seminggu gue nge-gym. Fasting aja dulu. Gue nggak tahu sih. Gue masa intermittennya sih udah lewat sih. Gue ngerasa gue tinggal maintain sih.
Yep.
Pretty much what he was about to say.
Tighten up. Tighten the ship. Look at this mid.
Perkenalkan nama gue Antonius Wuswa Wilson.
Yeah, I know.
Wuswa, gue bisa dibilang caster slash analis.
Anjir ini tahun berapa, Cok? Ini kayak pas COVID dah.
Dari tahun 2015.
Ayo jam.
CSGO dan sampai sekarang masih jadi caster CSGO karena itu game yang selalu ada di hati gue. CSGO game terbaik sepanjang.
Anjing ini tahun berapa, Cok?
Tapi kayak
Jim lu pakai PPL apa upper lower? PPL gue. Gue chest ya chest, back ya back, shoulder ya shoulder, kaki ya kaki. Cuman selalu gue selipin perut sama tangan. Sekarang skinny fat, gue nggak skinny fat sih menurut gue. Menurut gue ototnya ada, cuman fatnya masih ada aja. Masih basah lah hitungannya. Walaupun udah OTW ngering, cuman progresnya lama banget.
He's always a concern if you're on the other side of the stage of that guy.
Yep. Still just hitting nasty stuff. Operator though.
2025 akhir six pack nggak sih? Ntar takut banyak yang makin naksir. Ya nggak sih, Mon? Gak six pack aja banyak yang naksirnya. Apalagi kalau gue six pack, bro. Come on.
A dead giveaway that's probably going to be where the hit is, at least at the beginning of the round, lining up. I want that sage for the post plant. Crazy guy does have a res.
Corner hold going to be flushed out. Decent little readjust there from Persia, but
Gue baru siluet six pack-nya aja orang udah banyak yang naksir. Apalagi six pack-nya makin nongol.
Shot's not really coming through. Ivy now just going to be sending out this lockdown. Rez is going to be used, but the swing is there. Ivy, he committed in a little bit longer. Might have actually been able to
find a kill on a crazy guy. Gua kalau lightingnya bagus, siluet six pack-nya udah mulai kelihatan ya.
Bounce out towards safety.
Cuman nggak tinggal dikerengin aja sebenarnya. Tinggal dikerengin dikit, nongol tuh six pack.
Challenges, finds the headshot. Xfero dead, crazy
Cuman
guy.
yang setengah mati ngerenginnya itu loh. Ini kenapa kita kalah kontol?
33 seconds remaining in the round.
30 seconds left.
I'll be slowly drifting back over here towards screens, and it seems like he's reading that this might
Mana spill malu banget, ini isinya cowok semua. Jangan. Nggak mau, malu.
Came back online.
The
fuck? Now going to be coming in here for the side of RRQ. Bounce around the backside, but Dambi able to collect it.
Jadi perasaan kita leading jauh.
We'll scoop the operator back up off the floor, get this defuse, and get Nongshim a second round win on the defense.
I would love to see a timeout because for RRQ, even though you're up 4-2, I don't like what I'm seeing in terms of the comms and decision making.
That was a hell of a Red Bull clutch.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. Dambi plays
gitu
this
ya adik-adik ya, jangan ya.
so well.
Jangan ya.
But the way you scale into this site just should be easy money at that point. Sure, there's a lockdown, but not like all on the same page, it feels like, and how to deal with it and how to respond to it. Like some players are falling back,
Kenapa
some
kita kalah ini 1 lawan 3, cok? What the fuck, bro?
That opens the door for Ivy to find a big kill. They're gonna let it ride. See if Crazy Guy can get it figured out. You're gonna have the Blade Storm for Jemkin. Couple Bulldogs, couple rifles. It's the money finally starting to dwindle. Hunter's Fury here for RB.
Udah lah, main kayak tadi lah, main ramean aja udah, orang udah works kok.
Oh my god.
Not even a chance to respond.
Oi!
Don't even get to play the round.
God damn!
Timeout be damned. Seems like RQ. They understood the assignment here. Pit now in play. Nongshim gonna have their work cut out for him. All gonna be broken down. Crazy Guy playing up in front. Some stray off shot attempts here. Not really finding much of anything as Cloudburst goes down, just blocking out the recon. This is nigh impossible.
Tapi gue actually main Valo sekarang menikmati pakai jet lagi loh. Dulu kan gue cuma main.
Speaking of which, Nami will be able to find one, but it's going to be around getting away from them. RQ now moving up to 5.
Uy.
Oh.
And it becomes even more costly.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Ivy looking for some exits. All right.
Well.
Halah gara-gara top frag pas main sama kakak Cik. Enggak juga, gue main sama Marlo gitu-gitu pakai jet. Gue ngerasa nyaman sih.
That's nice here.
Karena dari dulu sebenarnya waktu zaman main sama Cross segala macam juga gue mainnya jet chamber kan.
Super concerned. There will be the timeout called now. It is going to be Nongshim. This is not the way you wanted to be doing this. Finally able to get a couple rounds together. Looks like maybe you were causing a bit of chaos, at least causing enough confusion in RRQ that they were gonna falter a bit. It's like they tripped on something, they're starting to stumble. They got their arms out in time to catch themselves. And tough decisions here for Nongshim.
Anjing asistennya Nongshim kayak yang di Squid Games nggak sih? Siapa namanya tuh?
Work against them when Dambi
died
in the snake bite. Still have that operator though, so does give you some leverage on the map. Something to consider. Is curious to see what RRQ wants to try coming out of that. Back in a little bit of stability with the economy. That's cushy. Xfero down to 50 each, but everybody else still has plenty back. This looks like a scrape at B.
The key thing that you really need to be seeing here is Francis getting involved. He's currently 0-7-0.
That's crazy.
Which means that these reckonings are being built up way slower than they should be.
Man, you would love to bait the Reckoning out here as RRQ, but discipline being shown by Francis. Doesn't want to give it up. Wants to really save that for a post plant.
Bukannya Namgyu.
Mid exploration being thought about. Have to assume that Ivy was saving the turret. He is. Now he's going to put it mid. That's really good timing here from Ivy, at the very least, to give them some identification of this potentially. Even though the smoke you assume from Monyet will cover. Should keep them. Oh, they're going to actually push towards the turret. They're going in towards A.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Let's go, crazy guy. Come on.
A little bit too whiffy there.
Come on.
Heal from Crazy Guy. Shrugs off the damage.
30 seconds left.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, please.
Sparrow.
RRQ ML menang 2-1. Aduh, aku udah gak peduli sama ML-nya RRQ. Sekarang aku pedulinya sama Mobile Legends-nya Geekfam. Jujur gue kemarin waktu nge-cash lupa ultinya Harbor namanya apa. Di tengah jalan gue baru inget, oh iya rekening ya. Please, please, please do not throw. 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 Thank you for not throwing. Thank you for not throwing.
That'll pretty much go ahead and seal the deal on it.
Thank you for not throwing.
Racked up here for
Thank you for not throwing.
Getting up to 6 here on the attack.
Sebutkan 5 player Geekfam.
I love the way that this is played
Ayam
on the
jago.
backside by RRQ.
Tuturu.
Calling in for reinforcements as
Emperor.
soon as there's noise being made. As soon as there's some identification of players back there. Nice opener for Donby. Had a real chance to just destroy this round. Even Crazy Guy took a second there to get his aim lined up. Cushy disrespecting the Reckoning just a bit.
Terus.
Yeah, that last kill there by Xfero seals the deal. Res back online for Crazy Guy. Got it in the middle of that round. Cushy has a Hunter's Fury here. Persia probably wary about popping that pit early. Could be a little bit
Natik sama
from the Hunter's Fury potentially.
UU Gajah. Natik sama UU Gajah.
Back. Meanwhile, this is Nongshim aggressive. Map control taken. But they're backing off. Crazy Guy was the only one doing a little bit of checking. Meanwhile, RRQ is just content to wait this one out a little bit longer. As Nongshim tries to fan out, get a little bit of info on the map. Kind of assume that they're more towards B. A little bit of clear the util attempt by Cushy.
Yeah, finds it.
This is a pretty good read here from Nongshim.
Then again.
Well,
AOV kocak susu gajah. Anjir, respect nggak gue tahu susu gajah. Hah?
Yeah, they haven't seen anybody over here. Got to make sure you check nest here. But as we can see, nobody's there. Cushy's gonna try to
sell this.
Yeah, sell the fake.
Looks like RB though still going to be committing in towards A here at screens, and as the slow orbs start flying, you're going to have the read, you're going to have the understanding. So break of the wall segment, looking for the second one. Quite
bagus banget wallnya, bagus banget.
Cannot find the punish, so
gila wallnya bagus banget itu. Wallnya bagus banget.
Just a pit to try to work their way back into this one if they want to try to commit that ultimate. But
nice banget Pit, let's go Pit.
Immediately eliminated.
Mantap betul. Nyam 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 nyam.
Securing a lead here at the half. And while from the attacking side on Icebox, it wouldn't normally be that concerning, the manner in which a lot of these rounds have gone their way, that certainly is.
Yeah, no doubt about that. It's another flawless.
Wallnya bagus, jadi kalau dihancurin dia juga masih tetap kelindung sama wall yang satu lagi.
Francis's wall is so deep, and RRQ can just play ahead of it. You just don't have much left in the tank there as Nongshim to try to go for the retake, except to get the guns going. You're able to hold on to some big ultimates through that flawless for RRQ. So still have some answers. Donby.
Well, this time the push forward, not going to be able to find a kill. Is RB similarly going to be taken down?
RRQ control.
Seems like RRQ perfectly poised, nonplussed by this aggression.
Control.
Oh, no.
Watashi no control.
From bad to worse.
Oh.
Nice shots. From
Santai,
Ivy and Persia.
santai,
One piece
sabar.
there,
Oke,
nothing more to be
control.
found.
Allez-vous.
RRQ.
Allez-vous.
Plenty of cash in the bank, so
Allez-vous.
not to be too bothered by that at all.
Yeah, they have a lot of money to play with for these next couple of rounds. Could see something.
Allez-vous.
0, 10, and 5 for Francis.
Oh boy. I think this is the worst map I've ever seen from Francis. He's usually been really steady, especially the second stage. He has been really good now that he's off the IGL roll. Like, able to open up the map usually for himself a little bit. Fragging out, but on this harbor, just can't seem to get it going. I love that quick clear of the turret there.
Ada yang udah ngantuk tuh di depan.
Gets out scot-free. That's so frustrating as a KJ because now you got to do it all with your eyes.
Because he keeps playing around the B side, he doesn't really get that free, easy access to an orb like you get on A.
That's true.
So he just, again, is so far behind trying to get these reckonings online because you have to clear so much space and
Kan Wasa kocak itu
really
si
assess whether or not the opponents are just going to be counter-swinging out of garage.
Cindy ya.
Such an early pit.
Cindy apa siapa sih namanya? Pokoknya gue taunya nama belakang dia Claudia dah.
That's just it.
They just maybe assumed that this was going to
Cindy
end up
bukan sih?
being a
Cindy apa
default
Cynthia?
plant, but it's not. And
Gue lupa lagi namanya anjing.
it just feels like
Cindy kan?
RQ are two steps ahead, but it's Nongshim who are just slipping further and further behind.
I was going to say, Manyet's going to get at least Donby.
Yep, finds that one. Now they're forward, trying to put their way out of this one. Persia does well to find Crazy Guy, spamming him. Rival around the back, though. They're going to have to try to note this, and now there's going to be a Hunter's Fury flying in their face. The Cove is not going to do a damn thing about that. Manyet now dropping in, eats a bit of the damage, does get found. Diffuse, being stuck, and okay, somehow, some way, this ends up going over to Nongshim. It costs them damn near everything, but they get themselves a third. One felt like they had absolutely no right to.
Yeah, that's quite surprising. In terms of just, it didn't look like this was necessarily going to work out, but it's actually really well thought out. In hindsight, you have the Cove, you have the Toxic screen there to actually give you extra cover. It's all just about getting to the spike with that Viper's Pit. That's all it's for. You know they're going to plant it right on the edge. Even with the Hunter's Fury there, they're able to escape disaster. That's tip of the cap.
Kill.
Yeah, but
Crying out loud.
Yeah, but still got the round.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah.
I'm still just amazed that they were able to find.
Unlucky.
No, I know. That's actually really well thought out. It just felt so
unlucky
weird.
banget.
Oh, that's great.
Oh iya, kelihatan badannya
Good push
anjing.
forward, finds one, does get a good amount of damage, but obviously still alive. So Nongshim, they take those. There's going to be used. He ult out nice and early and spam off that Guardian. Does do a good amount of damage, but heal is also there.
Shock dart forward. Oh, and Sparrow. Oh, that
Nice
turret
banget.
gives him the info.
Just a bit further out.
Nice skill, nice skill. Itu pit mantep
Able to see him there in the peripheral vision, so it's RQ well poised to try to make this 9-3.
30 seconds left.
Tucked in behind the wall to clear the recon, the push forward.
Pape restream follow ngajakin nobar.
Ups around towards safety on the repeat, gets a spot here onto the enemy Sova.
Boleh.
Ball raised.
Dia ada DC gua nggak?
Coming through, but again running out of bullets. They cannot continue this.
Tapi ini nanggung sih, bentar lagi kelarin.
Crazy Guy. Because she was going to readjust, able to find Ivy there.
Please.
Trades it back, but
Gua kalau was pakai sama Koape, RRQ-nya kalah, cok.
Instantaneous with that headshot. As Francis will finally get himself a kill on the board, but he needs to try to find two more. Cove in, wall raised, quick clear there of the bubble. This goes for the tap.
Ih, turretnya kok aneh.
Push coming in. What is that flick? That is I mean, even for a right click, that
Sound
was
beliau lihat.
fast.
Nice
No
banget,
kidding.
let's go.
It didn't even look like he turned
teman-teman,
on my
katanya
screen.
ML RRQ di EWC menang ya.
It looked like he was a
Congratulations.
killjoy turret. Like he just immediately
Gila.
snapped into a direction.
Bangga
I
banget
wanna
gua.
see that.
Walaupun
Yeah,
gua nggak ngerti Mobile
by the
Legend,
time they
tapi
get to this
saya ingin
position,
mengucapkan selamat kepada
already
tim
over.
Mobile Legend RRQ sudah berhasil memenangkan EWC dan lanjut ke playoff.
Crazy good.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Well, 9-3 at the half. Nongshim certainly have their work cut out for them as they move over now to this attack.
Buat teman-teman
And
yang mau
as it
beli
often goes,
jersey RRQ,
it has to start from the
ini
pistol.
aku tag ya produknya.
Not just because they're in such a deficit, but because these pistols have
Nih,
been
aku tag
eluding
produknya.
them.
Yeah,
Bisa
One
langsung
out
CO nih
of
juga nih,
five
ada
so far.
vitamin bagus.
we'll see. I could see Crazy Guy being really vocal there. Love to see that he's so engaged, so confident.
Bukannya Geek Fam tadi kalau itu kan talentnya aja.
RV fans happy to have him back in Korea, but it's a struggle. Work to do. A chance here on this pistol.
Kalau itu
Start
kan
making
talentnya
things
aja.
A bit more right. This isn't. I can already
Lu
see
lihat
the
stream
map.
dia, WP lu nyet sedih banget. Kenapa
It's
dia?
gonna be interesting.
Kenapa sedih sih?
Oh, it's cute. Another fan with a lot of the Nongshim player signatures.
Kenapa kok apa?
Look at this! Look at this stack. They're gonna.
Mana
I think
orang
it's
kagak
gonna
live
do like
stream?
a wall. Just 3 people all lined up, right on top of each other.
Quite possibly, but look,
That's what it looks like.
the counter stack from RRQ is in the right position. You got 3 players here. Bit of a high-low. Drone will scout it. And breaks that nice and early. So good.
Nggak
for
kenapa-napa
Nongshim.
dia.
Go ahead, send out some util.
Pak, bentar lagi kelar ini, Pak. Bentar lagi menang ini, tinggal 3 round doang, no kan?
Dealt
Ya
and suffered here.
elah.
As they all just
Bentar lagi
crumble.
kelar ini kok apa?
Francis now to see if he can make a go of this in any way, shape, or form. Goes there at his feet. We'll be able to collect that. Spot on him on yet. A shot to the shoulder. A push forward from Xpero to go ahead and seal up a flawless
Emang ada tim yang nggak pernah menang lawan Nongshim?
Here in the map.
Emang ada tim yang nggak pernah menang lawan Nongshim?
By the way, both pistols
Belajar,
were
Dek.
flawless.
Yep.
Masa kalah mulu sama Nongshim? Belajar. Kamu berkali-kali masa kalah mulu ya nggak?
Outdone there. Outshot.
Belajar, Dek.
Sheriffs just tearing them apart.
Belajar, Dek. Belajar.
Oh man, RRQ just makes it look easy.
Ketemu Nongshim kalah mulu. Belajar.
Just for one player. Outlaw for Jemkin. Nobody can afford full armor on Nongshim. So they have to try to find ways to dodge this. The good news is you have a harbor.
Kalau lawan GE tolong ajarin kita dong.
Jemkin.
Now he knows that there's going to be presence here no matter what. It's just going to be sending out some pod shots, see if he can find a stray to connect. Stomby just into the beat grinder here.
Oi.
Turn it on its head a little bit. Francis able to find one.
Calma,
Jemkin doesn't take it
tranquilo.
down. So much damage going to be suffered.
Oi.
You can't stay alive. Just don't have enough HP on these.
Toxin screen down.
And now you're completely halted up.
Cat low
That's
semua
another
nih.
player.
Pelor doang nih butuhnya nih.
Tagged down with such low health. Fight into the corner. Crazy guy. He's just gonna
What
die.
the fuck are you doing?
Just get flushed out. Good little awareness there from Persia to be able to find that kill. Brings it to parity. But it's only in numbers of players alive.
Kind of a rotate at the last second here.
30 seconds
No
left.
idea what's going on the other side of the map. This is a pretty massive gamble.
Toxin screen down.
Just assuming that you had all of RRQ there. Sparrow.
Looking to play spoiler here. Time starting to tick if he finds a kill here at all. Which he's trying to, and damn near does.
Aduh ya Allah,
RB
satu HP cok
surviving with
RB
one.
anjing. Kelihatan itu
Stepping into the corner, but it's red. Just doesn't find that much damage. It's all in Persia now with a stinger. No bite to try to further delay this. Used it obviously earlier to get the kill on Crazy Guy.
Standing.
Masya Allah.
Gets one.
Masya
And
Allah.
Sparrow can breathe a sigh of relief, as I'm sure the coaching staff is, as he will be able to close out this round. But that was a hell of a lot closer than they might have anticipated. Either way, though, RQ shrug off the force buy. They move up now 11-3.
Some narrow margins for both teams. Some of these moments. The Stinger aggressive push thwarted initially. Tons of damage done, but not many kills found. And Persia able to just lock poor crazy guy in the corner.
Ada juga tuh yang kalah mulu sama
Sparrow,
DFM.
my God.
Belajar Dek, belajar. Emang siapa?
It is so close.
Emang ada tim yang kalah mulu sama DFM?
Slightly less urgent.
It's okay, it's okay. All right, well.
Jimkin, mind you, I think at the moment is plus 42 in the series.
In the whole series?
Yeah.
Good God.
I think he's at 80 kills. Unless this is being live calced. It's being live calced.
Reprex kan menang kemarin.
Never mind. In that case, he's plus 30, which is still insane. We'll now go to plus 29 as he falls here. Is she able to reply with one? We find ourselves now in a 3v3. Monyet just barreling forward, able to find RB, interrupting that threat. The cleanup is going to be good. Cushy pulls off the 3K. RQ get themselves now up to match point.
Let's go!
This is all but over at this stage.
Please.
All the money you have left, which isn't much, is going to be dumped into this round for Nongshim. Try to find some way through a couple players.
Chat, mulai dipikirin deh. Ini mau nge-raid siapa, Chat? Mulai dipikirin deh, ini mau nge-raid siapa, Chat? Udah mau kelar nih pertandingannya.
Sage walls, so annoying. Such a bane of Nongshim's existence on this map. But that's super surprising. Many teams have had to deal with the Sage over the years and have struggled.
Kakak orangnya kagak live mau di-raid gimana caranya
Last-ditch
goblok?
time out here from Nongshim.
Raid Pape ya? Raid Pape boleh sih.
And trying to figure out just what they can do. I don't know. It's just, you're getting red every turn. You know, when you go for just scrappy battles, RRQ's been able to just barely best you. You're not getting a lot of value out of the harbor. You had one really cool round in there, but guy believes in Francis. And
Bishamun, welcome to the membership. Thank you so much.
Unfortunately, it's still been a very rough go of it here for this harbor. 9 consecutive round wins. It has been done. It is possible, but it is so very unlikely.
Yeah, to say the least. I'd love to see Nongshim run it back for sure, but
The aforementioned Francis is dead. I was going to say he's a glass cannon. And that just sets up for the Collat to come through.
yikes. Oh, there's a Hunter's Fury available for Cushy. So you got to, consider that. Look at all this util to buy time. I mean, the good news is what is that Sage Wall? Is that just to hide that from the turret? That's my best guess.
Not sure.
That's kind of an unusual one. You don't see that every day.
I think we don't want the flank to come through here onto Xfaro.
Yeah.
So we just set that up so he can try to just operate on the side. Does still get overwhelmed. That was good early damage found. Is now the Hunter's Fury going to be opened up because she looking for a target, and he has chosen wisely there on the last.
Last player standing.
Persia basically needing to pull off his own collab there. Cannot. Crazy guy will simply sit Ivy down with a final headshot. 13-3, absolute domination here by RRQ on Icebox. They secure the win.
Yeah, I mean, the good news is if you're an RRQ fan, they're looking pretty good overall. Icebox still a strong map for them. Still some work to do on Corrode if you're going to continue to float that, but it was better than the last time out, that's for sure. Nongshim, oh boy. What looks so promising.
The
good news is if you're an
outcall, like he just read Nongshim and said, "Oh, you guys want to funnel us into your op on A? Let us just pinch him in through mid." And then Dombey whips the knife. That was like, dude, RQ got him good.
Oh boy.
Aye, aye. Oh, goodness, thank you for that bit. Don't give me a rant. We're both 4 hours. Today, we are fucking back. And they were all.
Come on!
I think it's like, yeah, we weren't gonna win that. Oh well.
We are so fucking back, chat.
GG. We'll listen to the interview since we ended
Mas bener temen gue.
than we thought.
Terakhir gue ngebacotin dia, gue kalah sih.
Up on the board, massive congrats, RIQ, Jemkin. Here you go. Join me for an interview. 네,
Just say
RIQ
you're
잼킨
ecstatic
선수
over the
만나보도록
RQ win. No, I'm not.
승리 축하드립니다.
I am sad for Nongshim, but I mean, there was clearly a class dip in the last 2 maps.
오늘도
So.
3세트까지 가는
Interview nggak sih? Interview nggak sih menurut lu?
Yeah, it's not one where I can be like upset.
Kita interview nggak sih menurut lu? Nonton interview nggak sih?
We started good, but we kinda couldn't close it out because we used some important rounds and some clutches, but although I feel like it was like in our hand, and I would say second and third map were like almost always in control. We were not like scared that we're gonna lose. I think we played really good and we just prepared well against them and it showed.
오늘 경기를 보면은 일단 첫 번째 맵 같은 경우에는 사실 농심이 이길 수도 그 RRQ가 이길 수도 있었는데 사실 주어진 클러치 기회나 아니면은 좀 그 빨리 승기를 잡고 마무리 지을 수 있는 기회를 RRQ가 스스로 좀 놓친 것 같아서 좀 아쉽다고 얘기를 하고요. 2, 3세트 같은 경우에는 그래도 기회가 주어졌을 때 빨리빨리 경기를 마무리 짓고 또 그 기회를 잘 승리로 흐름을 이끌어갔던 게 좀 주요했다고 얘기를 합니다. 먼저 코로드 얘기를 해보고 싶은데 사실 이 코로드에서 네온이 몬예 선수가 당연히 할 줄 알았는데 잼킨 선수에게 갔거든요. 어떤 과정이 있었는지 혹시 뭐 내놓으라고 어필을 했거나 좀 협박을 한 건지도 그 과정에 대해서 물어보도록 하겠습니다. Corrode, we thought that Neon was gonna go to Monyet, you know? Yeah. Did you have to fight him for it? Like, what did you do?
I mean, it was obvious choice after the first time we played. We kind of realized that I think Neon is like the better agent on this map, but we couldn't really swap because we wanted to stay same, like Monyet playing on smokes.
주기에는 그래도 오맨까지
We are so back, chat. We are so back. We are so back. We are so fucking back. Bentar.
Can you cheat?
Brrr.
Skull and Bones Society.
Brrr.
It's time to spill the truth. This is caught. Listen now.
Puncak lagi aja nih. Puncak lagi aja nih. Puncak lagi aja nih.
그리고 잼킨 선수 사실 스테이지 1
puncak lagi aja nih.
큰 활약을 보여줬는데 요즘에는
puncak lagi aja nih.
보여주고 오늘 네온까지 보여주면서 좀 챔프 폭을 넓히는 모습을 보여주고 있는데요. 이게 좀 스스로 그 필요성을 느껴서 좀 요원을 많이 연구한
puncak lagi aja nih.
스태프들에게 이거 해보겠습니다라고 먼저 어필을 한 건지 아니면 좀 코칭 스태프에서 먼저 주문이 들어온 건지도 들어보고 싶네요. Your Yoru stage 1 top tier still is, but we see you moving over to relay, you know, testing the waters with Neon too, expanding your agent pool. What made you feel like you had to?
Udah pernah menang deh Boom lawan Nongsim. Bisa satu map doang, hoki berarti.
Did you pick it up different?
The meta right now is like open, so it's not like the stage round that you could play Yo every map. It's not like necessarily the best stage round on every map, but you kind of.
Kenapa mikrofonnya?
But I think overall you're still good agent, but you just need to show something new to win, you know? It's like, you cannot just play the same stuff. You can't score.
너무 아무래도 이번에 테오 메타가 좀 멀리 저 멀리로 사라지게 되면서 이제는 조금 더 많은 요원들을 다루면서 이 정립되지 않은 메타에서 많은 실험적인 시도를 해야 됐기 때문에 같은 요원을 반복해서 쓰는 건 좀 승리하기에 무리가 있다고 생각을 했고, 그렇기 때문에 스스로도 좀 더 많은 요원을 한번 좀 기용을 하려고
Korean
노력을
Slayer,
한다고
bro.
얘기를 했습니다. 자, 그럼 마지막으로 DRX전이 기다리고 있는데
Jen, besok WP nggak? Besok gue nge-cast, Chat.
해보도록 할게요. Next up is DRX. What are your expectations? What's your mindset?
I think it's gonna be a hard match again because we have very hard group and every team is very strong right now. So we just need to prepare and do our best to get as maximum points and try to get first seed.
모든 팀들이 지금 계속해서 막판 스파트를 보여주고 있고.
Rollnya antar susah, Jamkinnya nggak tahu mau main di role apa, jadi ya Jamkin yang main Neon.
Tipis-tipis juga pas di Korot itu kalian pernah kepikiran pakai Neon Yoru nggak? Jadi kayak double duelist gitu?
Pernah sih, dari awal map keluar kita udah nyobain banyak banget comms, tapi kayaknya double duelist kurang bagus di map itu. Jadi kita nyobanya solo duelist.
Gak tahu ya, tadi pertanyaan udah banyak banget diambil. Paling mentok karena kalian tuh cuma kalahnya di Korot. Apa yang bikin kalian udah ganti drafting masih nggak dapetin kesuksesan untuk menang?
Kita kayaknya terlalu overthink sih. Kita yang di defend kita udah unggul, tapi gara-gara ngeliat ulti musuh, jadi kita kayak udah mau nge-counter duluan tapi mereka nggak ngelakuin. Jadi kayak kita udah ready counter strike tapi mereka nggak ngelakuin. Jadi salahnya sih di situ sih.
Dari dulu Bel.
Dari gue apa ya? Gue kayaknya pertanyaan template aja deh. Soalnya tadi kemenangan map 2 map 3 tuh terlalu landslide, terlalu mudah untuk RRQ. Gue lebih ke nanya soal kelangsungan di group stage aja sih. Kayak apa sih yang bakal kalian persiapin lebih lagi supaya istilahnya mengukuhkan posisi kalian di group stage. Kan pastinya kalian punya goal untuk keluar sebagai top seed ya kan?
Iya. Dari kita sih cuman ya latihan kayak biasa, mungkin nggak overthink, terus lebih bisa adaptasinya lebih cepat. Ya itu aja sih.
Terakhir dari gua itu setelah kalian dapat juara di stage 1 kemarin, di stage 2 apakah lu masih punya PD yang sama atau mungkin kayak top 3 menurut gua kayak udah oke?
Maksudnya PD yang sama buat apa?
PD yang
PD
sama
buat
kayak
stage 2.
Buat stage 2 aja.
Kalau dibilang PD sih masih PD bisa lolos ke champion, tapi kalau dari performa timnya sendiri emang kayaknya kita hilang confidence lah setelah dari Toronto sama WC. Tapi kita lagi akhir-akhir ini udah mulai naik lagi, jadi ya semoga nextnya kita bakal terus naik.
Amin. Oke, thank you Expero atas waktunya. Kongres sekali lagi atas kemenangannya.
Come
Semoga
on.
event berikutnya juga aman
Makasih.
gitu ya. Bye-bye.
So, chat. I think that's it for today. Kita mau nge-rate siapa, chat? Ada pilihan menarik nggak? Nggak ada yang menarik lagi. Nggak ada yang menarik gini buat di-rate. Nggak ada yang menarik buat di-rate, chat. Anin. Anin siapa? Siapa chat yang enaknya kita rate, chat? Apa emang masih live stream dia? Papa emang masih live stream? Kalian nih gue suka-suka gue lah ya, gue mau nge-rate siapa ya. Cobra nggak bisa di-rate. Rate ini aja dah. Dah, gue mau cabut, gue mau berak. Gue mau berak. Dah, thank you ya semuanya ya. Izin off. I'll see you guys tomorrow in Valorant Esports Indonesia. Cabut dulu. Thank you ya semuanya ya. Cabut dulu semuanya. Thank you semuanya yang udah nonton hari ini. Thank you yang udah subscribe. Thank you yang udah donate. I'll see you guys on Monday. Gue stream lagi Monday. Oke? Thank you semuanya. Bye-bye.